everything seems to be working. Okay, I need to make sure. Yep. Okay. Cool. So, I'm checking one more time. Yep. We are live. That's cool. Yeah, cool. It's working. Well, so what are we doing today? Today we have, UFO. Let me check that one out. Okay, what do we have here? We have a lot of really, proof and evidence from papers. Okay, joke, of course, that's not from papers. That's my photorealistic newspaper. Okay, let that be so. What do we have here? Well, that's quite new, guys. So let's see. Who's this guy? Lizondo talking about IR. IR? Oh, okay, that's IR now. Just wanted to bring up user 5th's YouTube channel again. Okay, so what do we have here? Let's just click on it and check that one out. That seems to be quite interesting. That's a video, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, black and white.
That is right above me.
Okay, that's right above you. What's right above you? This is like a big fly?
Oh,
is that a fly? Oh. Is that an insect? Oh, no, wait, guys. Wait, that looks like a balloon being popped. You know, like when the balloon is popped, it like goes like... Oh my god, seriously? So this is UAP now, right? Oh, okay, well that's...
Look at that, dude, that's so fast.
UAP. Is that it? That's it? Okay, well, apparently that's it. So a submission statement was provided by someone else. So let's see what do people say. I don't hold too much stock. And most people, oh wow, someone doesn't quite believe in UAP footage. You know, guys, I think that's just like so much of that footage. I mean, we can't just distrust everything. Like we can distrust any of it, like trust nothing. But you know, maybe 1% of it should be something, right? It couldn't be just like 100% fake and it's like nothing behind it. This is really suspicious that there should be nothing, like it based on nothing. But I mean, like, what do you define nothing, right? Would you call it as like the air balloon that people take for something that is like UFO, UAP? We can't name them aliens anymore. Or is it like, I don't know, a real thing? So that's controversial, but okay, let's see. He talks about IR camera he's using as well as setting the conditions, indicating that these things are absolutely not bugs or birds. That was my first thought there. That it was like an insect. It did look like a fly. Like seriously, guys, look at this. Like this is like a rogue fly, like a rogue insect. It's like
that is right
there. Me. Yes, and now what I can do, woohoo, and it goes bonkers. Look at that, it just goes bonkers out there. Oh my god.
Look at that, dude, that's so fast.
Yeah, you know, things at times move fast. How do you define fast? Do you find like head-breaking fast, or what's fast for you? This is not like light speed fast, I'd say. But things define gravity. Well, it's really hard to define by this video, obviously. Yeah, there was someone else posting it. Damn, totally forgot about. Okay, Curious 205 video lost traction at some point simultaneously. Stopped uploading altogether. Videos deserve way more attention. You think? Think this video? Well, I haven't seen other videos by this guy. Do they deserve more attention? Well, let's have a look. Which video? Maybe a post, but explains. Okay, yeah. So military. Do you think that guy sounded like military? I didn't hear any military lingo out there, but okay. Well, who knows? Maybe. Yeah, maybe railroad. I heard this in the background of some of his videos. Okay, accusing him of suspicious time steps. Okay, name of the skips and changes just as the UFO appears to change directions fast. Okay, so obviously people will argue they never altered the footage, but he did splice together multiple footages. Okay, that's kind of like, it's been reposted out there. We never post anything. Okay, anyone who watches Custodian, YouTube know what really is this guy's buzzing our aircraft, but none of them had a rig. Okay, there's a lot of stuff people are commenting on. I don't see how much things what he's recording could be anything other than bats. Oh my god, like, yeah, it could be a bat. I haven't thought about it. The first my thought was about like flies or insects. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Like, they say that who cares about all the other stuff about guessing what his job could be? Like, seriously, it really doesn't matter. I absolutely agree that Simon is on point here. All resources in the video are quite obviously bats. That also a good point. I mean, like, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And besides, guys, you know, like, people see probably, they look at the same things, but what they see is a completely different thing, right? Because every person perceives things individually. So because our brain just processes the image, right? So through multiple tools here. Like, first of all, it goes through our eyes with the light. So of course we can perceive it differently. So I would look at it and I would think that this thing right here,
that is right above
that is a fly. Or, I don't know, some blob right there in the air. Some people would see it as a bat. Others, I don't know, there's a lot of conjectures. Just because our brain perceives things absolutely differently. Like, I don't know what you guys see, because I can get into your brain and see, and we'll never be able to, actually. Well, maybe Elon Musk will help us with that thing. Like, to understand what other people see and feel, like, with the Neuralink and everything. Or is it just like an enhancement technique? I don't know, like Neuralink, I mean. So you will turn into a walking and talking ChatGPT. Yeah, maybe not. Well, I'm not up for that. Don't want to do it. Okay, anyway, so did you see any wings on the object in that video? Bats aren't spheres. Oh, that's a good point. I know. Bats aren't spheres, that's for sure. Bats are supposed to have wings, but maybe like if it's moving too fast, kind of like blurred, right? So if the movement is blurred, it will turn into like blob when the movement's too fast. When like the wings are like, I don't know, flipping out there. But I don't know. Maybe that's bad. But why is everyone talking about bats? Custodian Files video, sometimes he has his radar detector up, which pings decay and expands frequency. What's is this English? Just okay, fine. But speaks fluent radio frequency. Okay, so apparently there was some radio frequency out there, and bats definitely do not speak that lingo. So apparently, yeah, well, that's my point. What's Custodian Files? This guy with an IR rifle scope? That's my question. Like, I have no idea what that is. Avoid. Okay, you can see the disc. Oh, there's another one. Oh, where's this one? Oh, I know. Nope. They don't know what equipment he's using. Apparently there is some equipment he's using. Come one of his videos. Okay. Well, now the person who doesn't hold much stock in most post UAP footages. Yeah. Crafts nature compelling. Oh, that's quite compelling, guys, right? Isn't that compelling to everyone? Like, when you look at these things, don't you feel compelled to like watch more, right? Or at least find out, create conjecture on what they could be. And it's quite like, it's just fun. It's like when people look at that and see bats or blobs or insects, I mean, that's intriguing and compelling. That's true. Okay, they say they can't be written off as birds, bugs, or given that they are passing through the power lines above them. Oh, that's the thing I might have missed. Okay, moving hovering erratically at high speeds around to a single point, and those speeds are just insane. I don't see an insane speed there. Okay, can anyone tell me? Can anyone define an insane speed? Like, I wanna see, like, in the video, there must be like, wow, the velocity of this object is around, I don't know, how many miles per hour. Like, I want to see that. But it's not here. Well, obviously that's not a documentary movie for it to be commented on with mileage and the velocity. Okay, there's 3 formation. He's captured another circular object in another video. Okay, apparently this guy is super famous in the community, and he posts multiple videos on whatever is flying out there looking like a bat or an insect. Okay, footage posted here is prosaic and shows nothing remarkable. You know what? It may not be quite remarkable. On the other hand, that's a good point. Even if it's not remarkable, we're still looking at it, right? We're still following it, and every time we see something, we want to see more. We want to understand what that is, even though it's not remarkable. Oh god, that is so... It's not fun. It's just unbelievable how fast people get used to incredulous things. Like, for example, just out of the topic, like a thing with antibiotics. If anyone who lives in the 18th century came to the 21st century and they saw the antibiotics, they would just like lose their shit. They'd lose their mind seeing like how cool everything is. And now, like people from the 19th or 20th century seeing this footage right now, they would say like, oh my god, that's amazing. And for us, it's like, that's not remarkable. Well, that's just like something flying. Like, you know what? That's nothing special. We are so jaded. I think we're so jaded nowadays. We don't appreciate what we see, what we have. That's a little bit of a philosophical topic. I went off on a tangent there. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, let's see your train of thought. That's a balloon for sure. That was my point. Is doing nothing. Oh, it's a bat flying away. What? Jesus. I like that. Yeah, it can be explained. I agree with you. I like this. Love to see more. Exactly, that's my point. I love these videos. I'd like to see more for sure. To put down to other perspectives or data points. Exactly. But again, I'm repeating myself. It's not a documentary. No one should or is obliged to provide you with anything specific with data entries. This is just a random dude's video, right? So that's just for yourself. Judge for yourself. You know, it's got equipment to... Okay, again, it's like, hey man, mobiles and focused birds, bats. Okay, fine. Trajectories are very organic. Yeah. Maybe because, like, well, the moment we looked at it, I thought it be like a bat or an insect because the organic movement. Yeah, if that, it's not about velocity or the speed of this thing. It's about how it moved. Okay, that's a good point. Okay, we haven't seen out the video, so I cannot judge them. So apparently, in other videos, the object passes above the power lines and shoot off at insane speed. Yeah, that's the part of the video that we are missing to complete our investigation that we are having none of which. And organic trajectories. Okay, so we haven't seen organic trajectories here at all. But still move in jagged, stuttering manner. Yeah, they probably don't. But how many birds have we seen? I mean, remember there's some weird birds that move like that? Well, there could be any colibris out there, right? And they're tiny, to be honest. So, shoot off at speed shown. Okay, I haven't seen any speed shown out there, so no judgments there. Use toxicity by both straws and bad faith factors for implementing more rigorous enforcement of the separation rules. Okay, cool. That's a good point. This is a bug. Okay, everyone's consensus here that it probably is a bug. This probably is. So like I see more and more people agreeing to this. To the IR normal. I'm certain this guy gets balloons, messes with them. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a messed up video. Like, I don't know. Maybe he tinkered with it a little bit. Who knows? I'm pretty sure this guy was posting there a lot of other people who use this every day tools here. And there's a thermal image of a bat flying around, so you can see the wings flapping. Stop posting. Maybe. Ooh, look at that. I saw a white orb midday last week in clear blue skies that had the same exact characteristics as this video last week in... Oh, hi to Indianapolis. I've been showing this video to anyone who cares to listen to my story. It's the best example I currently have. What I saw absolutely incredible to see in person. Oh my god, yeah, I think that's really incredible. Whatever it is, to witness such a phenomenon, I'd love to be honest, never had, but... Or maybe I have, I just don't remember. Or, you know what, maybe we just don't pay attention. How many times when you're just like sitting, chilling, or walking or working, do you look up into the sky and wait? Dude, I don't know, it's like you're looking to see something, right? Or maybe like you don't have to look. Maybe it's just like there's a disruption in the sky and it's like attracts your attention and you go like, woohoo, there's like some black dot flying out there. I don't know, but to be honest, I never look up in the sky. I never look up to see anything out there. So maybe I might have missed, right? So, I don't know. I'm fortunate that my job is me outside. Yeah, exactly. This guy is outside. Like, literally, that's what I'm talking about. He has a job. He's outside all day. Started studying this topic. I've made an effort to look up exactly what I'm talking about. Every opportunity I get, it's not the only thing I've seen that I can't explain, but it was certainly the most compelling thing. I also know that I just happened to be looking in the right place at the right time. That's a third factor, right? Aside from like we're staying indoors, like, I don't know, like almost 100% of the time nowadays. Well, statistics. Okay, not 100%, like less than 100%. Oh, thank God we go outside at times, right? Second of all, we don't look up like all the time. And third, you need an incredible, kind of like a lot of circumstances to coincide. You need to be at the right place at the right time and witness that stuff. So I consider those people to be very lucky. No, to be honest. Okay. But I saw that just happened to be looking. Yeah. Maybe that I don't know if I would be able to point it out in time to a bystander. Leads me to believe that these things are likely flying around everywhere and are more common than we think. Oh my God, that's the sanest comment I've seen here so far. It's not just like stating, "Oh my God, I think it's a fly. I think it's a balloon." This is like a really concise but to the point opinion. All right, opinion stated here. And I absolutely agree with that. That coincides with me. I'm aligning with that. Absolutely. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys are just about everywhere. We just need to be able to be at the right time, the right day, to look up, to be outside, to actually pay attention, and probably, like, most of us, majority of us can see, right? If we're looking for the truth is out there. Okay, fine. Okay, what do we have? A second one. Ooh, we've got some interesting video here of a guy. Wait a second. No, don't stop. Of a guy is trying to say something in government, apparently. It's a reminder that the Senate Majority Leader, Chuck Sure. Okay, that's already confirmed the floor of the Senate. There is a UFO cover-up happening. Wow, no way. Is it? Didn't know. They didn't know that it's possible. How could they really? Oh my God. Who would have thought, right? Ugh. And ranking member of Senate Armed Services Committee. Could they make it any longer? Senate Armed Services Committee microns brings up UAP material and biological remains provided to private entities. Okay, it should be read as like this. It's like UAP material, biological remains provided to private entities. Now I'm making that sound proper. Okay, so we're not gonna enlarge on the topic of private entities and biological remains, which I think is pretty obvious to everyone who is at least a foot in that topic. Okay, let's see what he's saying. I don't know, it's kind of curious to me. I haven't seen that. Oops.
UAPs over many decades. The United States government has gathered a great deal of information about UAPs over many decades, but has refused to share it with the American people. That is wrong, and additionally, it breeds mistrust. We've also been notified by multiple credible sources that information on UAPs has also been withheld from Congress, which, if true, is a
No stuff. It was withheld from Congress too. How could they?
violation of the laws requiring full notification to the legislative branch, especially as it relates to the 4 congressional leaders, the defense committees, and the intelligence committee.
And a requirement as a transparency measure for the government to obtain any recovered UAP material or biological remains that may have been provided to private entities in the past and thereby hidden from Congress and the American people. We are lacking oversight opportunities, and we are not fulfilling our responsibilities.
Well, I'd like to echo what my friend Senator Rounds has said today and on many occasions.
Yeah, we can echo a lot of things being said on many occasions. I was more interested in here saying we're lacking oversight opportunities and they're not fulfilling their responsibilities. Oh, I'm not just talking about UAP. Here, yeah, apparently, I'm not just talking about UAP. Anyway, any video from the government, from the Senate, from the hearing? That's a lot to be unpacked there, I suppose. But that's completely outside of our topic for today. So these guys are speaking heads, apparently. They're saying what they have to say. Okay, what do we have here? As we lead up to the November hearing, it's important to remember that we are already well beyond the point of UFO cover-up and no human attack and biological bait and conspiracy theory. Oh my god, thank god, there's no conspiracy theory anymore. Can I just take off my tinfoil hat? I will just next time I'll just put it here. I'm gonna wear it, right? I have an invisible one right now. It's I'm gonna put it right there as a reminder, relic of the time, right? The tinfoil hat with the conspiracy theories. Now that's that's a fact of life. Okay, great. Why not? Highlights here, UAPDA, whatever that is. Okay, fine. That's a lot of abbreviations, and you guys know I hate abbreviations. Okay. Exactly what the UFO community has been claiming has been covered up for decades. Crashed UFOs with biological remains inside that have been provided to private entities. Yeah, that's the point that has been made in the video. And people, they will say it's not true because it would be true. If it would be true, then media will talk more about it. Also, they will all say UFO cover-up is not possible because someone will come forward claiming that. Okay. I'll have few members of the public capable of believing it's something notable could be transparent outside of the mainstream news cycle. Oh, that's a good point. It's not about only UFO, right? I mean, one point here. Mainstream news cycle or mainstream media, I think it's not a thing any longer. I think it should be called a legacy media because, well, a lot of mainstream news cycle, mainstream media nowadays is completely not what mainstream used to be, right? That's podcasts. That's Joe Rogan. That's a lot of really famous podcasters and YouTubers. They are mainstream. Or at least on par with mainstream nowadays. Okay, well, that's beside the point. They will say, okay, well, where were we? Sorry, lose instruction. Also, they will say, for corruption, it's not possible because someone will come forward and claim that. Oh, yeah, that's a little stop, dude. Not just general members of the public, but even supposedly intelligent people in academia investment. Yeah, that's, well, we know that intelligence people in academia, investment communities, it's they're not independent of each other, right? They're kind of walking hand in hand out there. So no wonder that how few members of this group of people are capable or not allowed to or unwilling to believe that something notable could happen outside of their circle. All right, that's also another topic, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Oh my god, I love Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, I mean, he's an incredible astrophysicist. His channel is amazing. And the way he breaks down really difficult topics. I mean, these topics, to be honest, these topics about universe, right? The laws of physics. Technically, they should be covered in your school curriculum. But yeah, how many of us remember that from school times? So anyway, he's not treating his subscribers as goodness, nothing. And he's not a know-it-all, so it's very respectful. It's super fun. I love his channel, but yeah, he's a little bit of a mainstream, so I've never heard him talking about anything of a conspiracy style. But I don't think he's kind of disbelieves that. I never heard him saying that he's against UFO as a thing, right? Not against, like, doesn't believe that at all. So that's a little bit, that's interesting. Okay, well, probably I should watch a little bit more of that. Let's see. Klaus Ferguson Pride, the swarm around the man is referred to as Tyson Sphere. Don't know Tyson Sphere, sorry. That's clever. That's I know, right? That's a really good post of that. Okay, dogmatic scientific institutions. What is that? Beyond there isn't enough evidence yet to talk about scientific fact, which is true. Okay, guys, that's true. Like, maybe we don't have scientific evidence, but what is a scientific evidence? Can anyone define scientific evidence in terms of UAPs? It's like what? So if they're providing us with the videos, we're saying, oh, that's CGI, or that's like been tinkered with, right? Or messed up. If anyone's providing us with photos, I'm like, guys, Photoshop. If anyone's providing us with the live video of remains, that could be debunked and disclaimed either. What is gonna be scientific fact and evidence in that case? Maybe I just like misunderstanding something, but I would like to know how we define scientific evidence in terms of UFO, or UFO, like these biological robots, whatever they are, that in our in the aircrafts, they're just like, they should come down, like crash land somewhere here and just like stand up and like, guys, where's mainstream media? Hello, we're UFOs for you. That's a statement. That's an official statement. We're right here. What? This is comic. That's unreal. It's not gonna happen. So what is gonna be a scientific fact? I want to see that. Is that, I don't know, maybe like using some kind of like electromagnetic tools, or like detecting radioactivity, detecting what kind of activity? Does anyone know? Can anyone tell me what should be detected out there with UFOs? Because I have no idea, to be honest. I'm not a physicist. Okay, one thing I remember is what reason would aliens have to visit us, and then ignore stuff like that. There's a lot of YouTube reference here, but he's making a good point. Why would aliens visit us? I mean, we're a curious species, right? We want to see, we want to know. Should aliens be just as curious to land here and look at those monkeys with the nukes, with the grenades running around trying to kill each other? I mean, would they be interested? Maybe. That's gonna be like K-drama, quite interesting. There's a lot of like little of action, drama, emotions, maybe, but I don't see them visiting us for anything else other than that. Like we're just like really nice Netflix for them. Okay, let's make ridiculous statements. People spend their entire life studying penguins in Antarctica. They're flightless birds. He's belittling penguins. How can you belittle penguins in Antarctica? He's just calling them flightless birds, which is what they are. Okay. How did we get to penguins up there? Okay. Please, we can't without great assistance, but some people think it's cool and do it nonetheless. Okay. Good point. I wouldn't put it exactly that way, that it's the previous statement is a ridiculous statement. That's a conjecture. That's be respectful. But the good point is, yeah, well, some people do love penguins. Some people do study them without any great assistance in Antarctica. Question if Antarctica. Here we come into the cracks of the matter. Antarctica. Woo! I can feel some people's feathers are being ruffled whenever Antarctica is mentioned, together with the 1940s, right? Like a special group of people from Europe visiting, and the books written about it, and the alleged fleet of American ships going there and allegedly running away from there. And there are so many alleged things, but the most important thing are the penguins. I'm telling you, that's the most interesting thing out of all the Antarctic part. The flightless birds. They're so cute. They're really, you should have seen them in real life. I did, but I mean, of course, in the zoos, but they're so cute. They're like walking around like this. You probably If aliens come here and they look at people, maybe they would think the same. Yeah, like, oh my god, look at those little mini people walking around. Hey, cute. Oh my god, look, this one is running around. This one is pushing the button. Oh, some nukes are flying. Oh. Okay, so, I mean, everyone is cute until a certain point, right? Okay. My answer to this question is, what reason do humans have to visit? It would be travel to other planets to study what's there, we would. Well, if we could travel to other planets to study what's there, we would. Oh, wait, we do that already. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's apart from Antarctica and a comic representation of penguins as flightless birds. Apart from that fact, we are curious by nature. That's our nature. We want to know, we want to discover, invent and discover, right? We want to venture out there, want to search for new things, right? For new excitement. That's still connected with dopamine and all that thing and circuits in our brains, but still, right? That's our nature. Not a fact that little gray aliens, or whoever they are, okay, fine, I shouldn't say aliens any longer, so apparently UAPs might possess the same amount of curiosity, may not possess the same amount of curiosity, who knows, right? Do that. Yeah, I suspect if monkeys harness the atom, we would be extremely interested. Yeah, that's my point too. If monkeys harness the power of the atom and we're running around right there, even if on their own planet, not even on ours, affecting us in any way, like on their own planet, we would probably be very curious about what they're gonna do with that. Okay. Right here, I'll give out someone who's supposed to be the voice of reason. Called Tyson of voice of reason. There are plenty of people who point out how arrogant. He's not arrogant. So I've got to gripe. I've got to gripe with him saying that total solar eclipse isn't that rare and people shouldn't deal out with that. What I've so far in one will not have the resources to ever see another one in my life unless I seem to be 109 somehow. Actually, I think people would live to 109. Like, we're supposed, I think this generation is supposed to be able to live until 150. But with the development of, okay, I don't want to say development of economy. Obviously, that thing is the only thing that is not developing at present. But if we talk about development of technology plus AI plus medicine, right, I'm not so surprised if we're going to be living until 150. And actually, this guy will be able to see another eclipse, but who knows. But that was an amazing thing, right? In May, I think it was in May, right? Oh, that was so beautiful. It's like, it's so funny, right? Like a bunch of people, like all around the world, and a bunch of people across the US, they're just like getting together to look at the sun. Oh my god, that's the thing that brings us together. It's not ridiculous, but it's quite interesting, right? There aren't many things that bring people together. Unlike just like that. That reminds me. What could bring people together? Okay, we're not talking about like alien landing or anything of that sort. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that at all. I don't want that. I don't think anyone wants that. Okay, so let's keep going. What's here? They traveled far through... Many of us still believe they traveled far through space. That's a random question. Knowledge about space travel is screened by the world's governments. They can easily mislead the masses about the concepts at play, which may be completely foreign to us. Yeah. How many replies to that? Our existing space program is not mysterious. The concepts evolved fully explained, explainable, and explained. Well, the existing space program is definitely not mysterious. The only thing that is mysterious, and people, I'm not calling it mysterious, but people are still talking about the moon landing. That's still a point of debate in some circles, but I think it's moot point. So it's done, it happened. Anyway, I'm saying the gatekeepers aren't necessarily sharing all the facts and all the science or explain everything. We would never know. Well, tell me who's sharing all the facts, all of the science. Tell me who's explaining everything. Like, you work at a company. There's your boss. Does boss explain everything to you? Does boss Does your boss explain all the facts, share all the facts, and explain everything that's going on, like behind doors, like in his office? Do bosses share that? No, of course they don't. So what do you expect the government to do? It's just like a huge boss. There's like a lot of bosses, and yeah, I wouldn't call it like exactly conspiring to turn humanity into ashes. I mean, obviously not, but of course there's something going on out there. Like, if there was nothing going on out there and we were just like, what? Then we probably wouldn't see anything happening. But we're not blind. We see things flying. We have eyes, right? So if something is flying, something happening, there is something happening, right? There is something out there. And since they're not disclosing that information, yeah, there are some secrets. Yeah, it's true as a day. So in terms of large universes, anything is possible. It's a good point. Just like concise, to the point, and at the same time extremely deep. Okay, I wouldn't go as far as say anything is possible, but there certainly is a lot we don't know. Yeah, okay, good point. We can't say anything is possible. That's always been my point. I mean, not everything is possible. I can't turn into a frog tomorrow. That's impossible. But in terms of what we're talking about, yeah, of course. I've read that if you don't look for evidence, you typically won't find any. That's a good one. Oh, I want to give it a up, like a like, because and supports that, because that's true. If you're not looking for something, you're not gonna see it. We're kind of like, we're not exactly blind creatures, but we are very much into ourselves, and we're very much focused on what's going on in our daily life, how I look like, who's thinking what about me, right? I mean, there is not much time to think about UFOs out there, is there? Okay, I think a lot of us in the sub take for granted how much this world challenged a lot of people's worldviews. Yeah, that's true. Of course, people will act like he's ridiculous and not worth looking into. It's a defense mechanism. Yeah, you know, the funny part is, so a few, like, in the 20th century, oh my god, you're like, if someone is talking about UFOs, you're a crackpot. That's impossible. What are you talking about? And no one talked about it. Nowadays, right, that's just challenging your world outlook, your opinions. Yeah, so people are like defensively calling it ridiculous in case someone else will think that I'm a crackpot. I'm pretty sure in a few decades it will be like, oh, I've always known they were. I've always known that was true. Yeah, but I never said, I never believed that. I always known that's gonna be the case with these people who have a ridiculous defense mechanism in right now. Okay, I've come to accept the reality since childhood because direct experience. Those who never really gonna have a hard time challenging their perspective. That's true. That's also a fact of life. Some might have reality view meltdown, but that's a little bit too much. I mean, when did you last have meltdown? I mean, meltdown, I think, is something really serious. It's like all your views and all your ideas that you formed throughout your life, that should all melt. I mean, everything should be so much connected, so only one thing that you see should just, like, make it crack down, break like a house of cards. Well, I wouldn't call it a meltdown experience, to be honest. Okay, we'll just carry on with their, yeah, my point. Unless the news will restrict people's lives by news laws. Like during the COVID, they won't care. Okay, now we talk about COVID here. We're about alliance. Oh my god, we've got a really big thing here. Apex predators, we are, of course. Gunpowder, okay, cool. He started he started from a very long time ago. Okay, we have lions, we have apex predators. Okay, confirmation of these others. The only thing about really hard to rebut is sometimes what the humans might do as we believe we're wild animals under concerns. They're really concerned is a crazy human. I think I'm having a meltdown. Okay, I'm joking, of course not. This is absolutely confirmed real. How do we confirm that? Again, my question. Then there is new apex predator, and although they're probably not interested in wiping us off the face of the earth, there is no guarantee it's going to affect everybody in a course way. Some are going to be way more affected. Oh, okay. So he's referring to aliens as a possible apex predator trying to wipe. Okay, he's saying it's not gonna wipe us off the face of the earth. Yeah, but I don't have this pessimistic outlook on this for some reason. I don't know. I don't think they're so much interested in our planet to just like push the delete button and eradicate us. Besides, it's really hard to eradicate life on this planet, I suppose. It is. It's really hard. So, I mean, I'm not talking about like humans, just life in general is pretty hard to eradicate. So, well, unless, not even with like a cosmic event that killed off dinosaurs, life persisted, right? So, I mean, there's always gonna be someone, as long as Earth is right here, as long as like the sun is not like saying bye-bye, just like moving somewhere, or just like sending its last rays of hope. As long as Earth is here, I think life is gonna prevail. Okay. Oh, I'm so optimistic today. Okay, the ones that are going to be way more fakes are the hardest, the hardcore skeptics. Ugh, skeptics. Favorite guys. Is the reason they are skeptic in the first place. Their subconscious mind has decided that their conscious ego can't handle the truth. So the subconscious then creates this tremendous amount of skepticism as a defensive mechanism. Well, anyway, we kind of need these guys, right? If there were no skeptics, or I don't know, just like, not cynics. No, we're not talking about cynicism. If there were no skeptics or people who disbelieve that, well, we just like suddenly all started believing into the UFOs and started saying, oh yes, this is all true, the videos are true, we're gonna, I don't know, pray for UFO and please come down here and do something to us, right? Yeah, so we need these people. We need some common sense here, right? We need skeptics, common sense, hard evidence, truth, the facts of life, even though they're a little bit calcified, some information, some points of view and opinions are a little bit calcified from time to time, but we need these guys to bring us back down, because sometimes we're going to fly way too high in our beliefs, ideas. I mean, we're going to hit some flat earthers or something if we keep flying that high. But again, we're facing the problem of general mistrust of the public, right? Nowadays, public just mistrust everything. Not just the government, right? It goes on to science, to scientific facts. It's like, I mean, the whole idea of flat earthers existing right there. It's just denying the facts. Completely, like, not only scientific facts, people see it, okay? That this is obvious. But that exists. So, yeah, mistrust. It's a very deep question. Some company a few years ago disclosure risk to their finances if the government were to disclose some reverse engineered tech. Oh wow, cool. Can't remember what company that was off the top of my head. Absolutely not the norm though. Not the norm, but that's fact of life. Can't change that for now. Okay, they say the stigma was constructed by the Pentagon. That's a really good point, guys. You know, I also heard that in order to hide the truth, what do you have to do? You have to present truth and untruth. Keep it together. And in that case, people will never be able to, you know, unwind that thing. They will never be able to extricate the truth from there, because it's all muddled. It's all muddled up in a really big fat blob of lies and truth and lies again. So yeah, it's not, I don't think it's about to keep masses ignorant. I think it's in order to keep masses guessing. Because, oh my God, people are going to pay attention to that. They're keep guessing, keep talking about it. While they're talking, we can do a lot of other things, right? While people are distracted and they keep guessing, and then they keep fighting if that's a very if they're cantankerous and it's like a controversial issue. People tend to be bipartisan, or anyway, they tend to form groups and attack each other. So, I'm not saying physically, of course, but it's a dividing point. It's not only a distracting point, it's a dividing point. And as everyone knows, divide and conquer. So, not so fun though. I tend to believe humans are so shockingly simple-minded. Oh, that's a very arrogant perspective, I'd say. Calling everyone simple-minded. Okay. And susceptible to fear-based group. Okay, that's a fact. I think that corporate media should get all the credit for secrecy, not the Pentagon. The masses are sheep. Oh, that's very condescending. And the topic proves it because if congressional testimony under oath does make you pay attention, then you're just an out-of-touch fool. Whoa, we've got some very strong language here. But there are people who agree. That's why accusation can still tarnish someone's reputation and it's proven to be false. Well, take shortcuts from headlines and draw shallow conclusions. Oh my god, again, I'm an optimist. I don't think everyone is, the huge majority of people are simple-minded, gullible, easy to, feed some untruth, feed some, simple ideas. That I don't think that's true. I don't think that's how things are. But yeah, a lot of people take shortcuts. Yeah, they will just read the headlines if they're barely interested in that, right? And run with it. Yeah, that's possible. But saying that everyone is, or a large majority, that's a strong statement. Jokes like this keeps this a fringe topic. Good point. Makes sound like every other self-important conspiracy nut when you talk about sheep. Yeah, that's exactly my point. Yeah, so makes you sound like every other self-important conspiracy nut when you talk about sheep and all the rest. It makes complete sense why the average person doesn't engage with UFO stuff, so criticism like yours is out of place and unhelpful. That's a very mild criticism of that opinion, but I sign up. To that. You're not superior in your knowledge or belief. Okay, so I was the only one who got the strong language idea feeling out of that. As we're able to, the Chuck Schumer says what he says and believes it. Few of the people hear it and say that's fake news. Oh god, yeah, okay. You aren't seeing what it says though. You're hearing what you want to hear. Yeah, at times we tend to hear what we want to hear and we go for confirmation biases, right? That's also a psychology fact. So maybe out there. Sherman isn't saying aliens are real. Okay, it's not saying that UAP material biological remains actually exist. Yeah, the title is worded the way it is so simple that they're confirming the existence of this. Exactly, yeah. So again, here media or whoever makes those headlines and articles can manipulate, right, whatever people are actually saying. But oh my god, how much time do you need? How much critical thinking and the desire to focus into it you need to read between the lines and to actually go past the headlines, right? And read down there or go focus into this topic full in. It's not like people are simple-minded. It's just maybe they're unwilling, right? Or uninterested. There are other things that might interest people. Why do we have to walk around calling everyone simple-minded fool? I don't know, that's strong. Anything in this clip fake because there's literally nothing in this clip that confirms or denies. Exactly, so I had the very same meaning. What are you saying about being fake? Or fake or not fake, whatever tribe you belong to. There is nothing in that clip that we've seen that says anything about, it exists or it's fake. He just says that there is something out there that they're not sharing. That's all. That's all he said. Yeah, everyone knows that, exactly. The entire world knows the military keeps secret. I told you, it's the same one as your boss, right? They're not supposed to share everything, and military never been known as very generous people with information. So, draw facts from there. Okay. So to my comment, other than as an example, or more the same. Okay, fine. No reading that. Yes, also claim the masses are ship. Exactly, that's the point. It's really fun to read comments like this. Claim the masses are the ship of this community believes any great church said in their book as long as they used to own. Okay, fine. Airmen in the sky, they have any problem believing actual real wolf technology. Fake! Whoa! Was there a study or some kind of statistical probability about what it would take to keep something a secret depending on... Ooh, I didn't know about that study. A secret depending on the number of people involved. That's a good point. If we were thinking along this terms, I don't know about the study. It's not a secret. Yeah, well, actually, that's true. It's not a secret. It just hasn't been taken seriously due to gaslighting. Wow, my favorite words cropping up. Gaslighting. Obfuscation, that's my second favorite word. Okay. And disinformation. So one such a big difference. Okay, cool. What's the secret? It's like, yep. Compartmentalization. Ugh, that... People just throw this word around everywhere. Compartmentalization. Nowadays, it's the blight on our existence, guys. Compartmentalization. They also actually fudged that if the whole truth are slim to none. Yeah, okay. Again, my point. How do you define finding out the truth? How do you define scientific evidence of UFO? Like, will it be presented with them speaking to us, or with the DNA samples, or what? Like, nowadays, everything you see, you can just call it a fake. and the next thing we know is that AI or Sora or, I don't know, OpenAI is going to create the amazing tools for us to create our own videos and movies. And then what? How would you define the truth after that? Well, I think we're sinking deeper and deeper into this, into the idea of don't believe what you see. Because we're gonna see a lot of stuff, and I don't think anyone believe a scrap of that in the future because of AI and everything that will happen. Just being hidden from us, I'm just thirsty for juice. God, that's a good one. That's a good comment. Okay, back to the question about the statistics that those cover-up secret facilities exist. Yeah, back to the original question. I mean, I don't know about that study. About the statistics of how many people can keep a secret, right? If there is any secret, so that's a good one. 51. Okay, so Daddy Ball. Yes, Area 51 exists. Well, Area 51 exists. The area exists. Something definitely happened there, but what we ascribe to that idea of Area 51 kind of just doesn't sit with me, right? But the area exists, of course. And rumor secret came out, so obviously reveals which secrets are being kept and clarifies which information genuine. We have a lot of shit to sift through. Yeah, actually, guys, there's so much footage now, so much, they call it evidence, information, truth, untruth. There's so much to sift through that I think it's just becoming more and more difficult. We're definitely going to be just mired in all of this. But by the time we maybe actually start critically thinking on this, and can you imagine you're presented with all this information, right? With all these facts. I don't know how that is happening at Senate hearing or whatever hearings there are. Probably the amount of data there, it's like stacks of papers, and you're like trying to say something behind those stacks of papers, and this is all evidence. Now it will take us 10 plus years to sift through that and to prove. Oh God, the more and more information comes in, the further away we are from the truth, I think. So, for finding out the truth, whatever the truth is. Okay, can't save my parents. Woo! Having conversations with parents on the UFO topic. I like that. These are really good parents out there. We can't ask them from the public until we have hard evidence to show and replicate. Guys, again, what is hard evidence? Can anyone define that? Okay, I understand. I also think it's frustrating disclosure never gets traction now, but I think we're misdirecting our complaints attacking the general public when there is a decades-long disinformation campaign going on. The US government hides a shit ton of things from people, and I think a good way to get involved is focusing on that. Okay, yeah, I understand how people still argue that the government wouldn't hide such it's all about secrecy. That's really good. Yeah, I mean, again, back to my point. They don't have to say. I mean, they don't have to share everything. Maybe it is in the Constitution, though, but I don't remember anything written in the Constitution saying that the government should disclose every step it takes, everything. Everything should be, in public. I don't know, but definitely not about military. No, they are not obliged by any law to disclose anything. Yeah, it's all about those redacted files, right? 50 years later, yeah, we disclosed everything, just that's public. That's public information. You open it up, it's all redacted. Or, oh, I'm not gonna comment on this. Could you please confirm or not confirm or debunk the fact that there was some sightings? No comments. Remember that video? There was no comments. No comments. The guy literally, I think it's a military guy, sit in front of Senate, and people are asking him those questions because they have legal right to ask those questions, and he has legal right to say no comments. I don't have to disclose anything here. So yeah. You can make up hypothetical people who react however I want them to serve. Okay, good point. Other people, okay. Gentleman against stigma, that's how a screen door doesn't leak ever gets through, is loved to death. Nice, well said. World where life is clearly out there and anyone reporting something odd is immediately laughed at. Not nice. I don't want to live in a planet surrounded by life where people who report possible extraterrestrial sightings are laughed away. What a joke we are. I don't think people who reported that are laughed away nowadays. It was around 20 years ago that people definitely would be laughed away. But coming back to my topic, just wait a little bit. 20 years later, they will all be saying, I told you so. I always believed in extraterrestrials. You just misunderstood me. So, yeah, facts of life. Also, in the same breath, claiming, yeah, okay, it's almost word for word liberal and mistrustful of the government father said to me. I was honestly stunned. Yeah, I see more and more of the comments with the parents involved and yeah, people discussing the important UFO topics within family surroundings. That's cool. I mean, yeah, well, better than talking about how much butter costs or what did you buy yesterday or, I don't know, you want potatoes. That's more interesting. Anyway, it sparks a lot of debate. From anything, yeah, that was my whole point. It's an outrage. The House didn't work with us on our UAP proposal for review board. This means this declassification of UAP records will be up to the same entities that have blocked and obfuscated their disclosure for decades. Yeah, I get hello military. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to disclose anything. Just have to keep people in the dark guessing. That's the whole point. Blocking is making an accusation and says that's a good reason to. Okay. Blocking the release of information that could be sensitive about US, allied, and enemy capabilities is not news. It's a cover-up for quite a real reason. Doesn't mean anything is in either. Where in speech does he state the government has alien tech in the lab? Nowhere. Yeah. Till then, it's still the same old vague stuff that will never be released until it's as old as Air 51 file that showed the UFO is just a balloon system used to detect loot. Oh yeah, I heard that. Balloon system used to detect nuclear radiation from Russian nukes test. Whoa. Oh yeah, I also heard that the famous. Oh, I think it was about Roswell, 1947, right? So in Roswell there was a crash, and then they blamed it on Stalin that he sent kids there. I think. That's where genetically something happened to them. They were modified, or something awful happened to them. And the Americans who found the crash site in Roswell, they just discovered those bodies. And someone says that this is biological material, that they're biorobots, I don't know, aliens or whatever. But nowadays it's written off as, well, in some circles, it's written off as Stalin's ship with kids that crashed, and yeah, it's really weird. I wish I could find something on this because this shit just blew my mind. Okay. Scaly, you're telling evidence a reference to that word as an accusation. It doesn't sound like you watched the video. What information is accusing the government of scaly, you might ask. In his colloquy with migrants beyond accusation of obfuscation, they recovered UAP material biological remains that may have been provided to private entities in the past and thereby hidden from Congress are mentioned. Trying to pretend this isn't about what it is about. Sorry, y'all. Okay, no worries. Make an accusation. Okay, everyone is just commenting on whether there was an accusation or not of the government actually hiding things, but no one is accusing anyone of anything, guys. Please, peace. We're peaceful. Everyone is peaceful. I hope they're peaceful. No one is accusing anyone of anything. Just a debate, just comments, right? It's all cool. Nice day, everyone. Have a nice day, right? Okay. They were not informed the cover-up was happening. They were shown the cover-up itself, and Chuck Schumer has likely known about this for years. So probably, maybe. Maybe, probably. Yeah, I actually thought they wrote up the UAPD on hearsay. Yeah, maybe. His cited reason is hearsay, though. The idea that he has anything more based this on is pure speculation. Oh, guys, that's all a speculation. All of that is. Okay, using first-hand testimony. Okay, so there's a lot about this guy. There was like talking about. There's nothing interesting here. These are two who could be in positions to know either way. It's extremely interesting. Is it? Okay. Box on how many mindless upvotes this was. Yeah, okay. There's more by government obfuscation disinformation. There is a distinct lack for I really lost count of how many times I read the word obfuscation. Okay, they just repeat that way too many times for my liking. Okay. It's exhausting. They seem to give endless time to respond to comments. Okay, yeah, I can get this exact video clip. Share. Some standalone legislation governs the call of people, as you obviously know, politicians do not work. Okay, yeah, politicians obviously do not work for the people. They are like of us and work for those who pays them, lobbyists and donors. Well, that's quite a political topic here. But, I mean, guys, yeah, the government that's supposed to serve people does not work and serve people. They serve lobbyists and donors. No one's discovered America here. If you've been living under the rock for the last, let me count, for the last 70-ish year, right? No, okay, fine, for the last 50 years, that's been going on. I mean, yeah, there are lobbyists and donors, and that's how things are. They don't work for people. They work for money, where the money is. So... No one select few politicians creating a little oversight committee and they'll immediately agree it should be remain secret. Yeah, okay, cool. Agree with that. Oh, I'll be on the point. Yeah, well, there were up to November hearings. Important to remember that we are already well beyond the point before cover up non-human tech and biological beings, a conspiracy theory. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a fact. We got partial disclosure and how the powers be hashing out exactly much disclosure. They'll probably not make a big deal about it. Yeah, probably no one's making a big deal about it. Just keep it just as hot topic as possible, right? But not just like going way too hot. Just like keep an interest going. Okay, here is not sure if hold my breath on the October 20th things. Give themselves nice legal case. There has been some interesting insights already. I expect some more. Yeah, we all expect some more, but I also do not hold out much hope about for these hearings. Whatever. Okay. There is speculation. They don't have to increase account. Okay, that's a lot of speculation out here. New tech. Okay, here's the video. It sounds like yep. So there's a lot of Shimmer guy here in my college graduation. Ooh, he spoke at my college graduation. I'm proud. He's leader in this disclosure topic. Some good comment on that guy. Okay. So oh no. No, Lord Jesus, for me here, please. No. Lot politics, but when you're right, you're right. Oh, hi, that's pretty good. Let's get to in the comment section. Hang out the thread by use of word games. Okay. That's a really good comment right here. I 100% believe that life exists on other planets somewhere out there. The truth is somewhere out there, right? 100 billion of planets. Yeah, what are the odds? Everyone's talking about it. So, hello. We'll start with Fermi paradox, finish with counting the incredible number of galaxies, right, out there. We're not talking about exoplanets or exomoons or whatever, because this number, like, our brain just cannot understand. All right, we can't wrap our heads around the number that is presented. What is a billion? What is a trillion? I can't even understand how much money it is. Far from understanding how many, like, how to count, like, all those stars and everything. How much is it? Can you explain? Okay, no one can explain because our brain cannot process that number of things. Okay, so it seems like even low odds. What are the odds? Exactly, what are the odds? Then once it could be possible. Yeah, theoretically, we still have to find, well, here it is easy. I think, not easy, that depends on the grade filter, but I think we might encounter some evidence just as long as we keep building really good observation points, right? So I'm talking about like James Webb Telescope's pretty good thing. If we keep building on, I think, Starlink, right? Starlink is the next, or like, I think Elon Musk was something connected with Elon Musk and building the new telescopes that's much, much stronger. Not stronger, but completely different from James Webb Telescope. That will enable us to actually see with our eyes, but still probably far from actually seeing like a little gray man on some exoplanets walking around. I don't know what kind of tech we need for that, but definitely as long as we keep being curious, right? As long as we keep trying to find out those exoplanets and possible forms of life, I think if we persist in it, that's quite possible, right? What are the odds again? Just keep doing it. I mean, yeah, instead of wasting money somewhere else. I'm not referring to anything here in particular. But yeah, science is really, I think, underfunded in some respect. So, but okay. I just doubt any life out there would ever possess the ability for interstellar travel. Not a scale that would allow them to visit our planet. It's just very hard to believe. We can't find evidence of life outside the solar system, not crazy advanced yet. Flight's still relatively new, and space travel is less than 100 years old. Okay, that's for us, right, obviously. It's just really hard to imagine extraterrestrials not only leaving their solar system, but visiting ours. Unless they manage to break the laws of physics. Okay, our physics. Because who knows? In a way, Omet said that isn't obvious. So that's the point. Duh. That's not obvious. The things that are not obvious to us, doesn't mean they doesn't exist. Alright, of course it might exist, even though it's not ostentatiously obvious to us. A ship that could sustain life and travel light years and perform decades of covert observations would have to be a rather large vessel. Well, that last sentence was kind of like out of place here, but okay, yeah, fine. It's just aliens exist that are being withheld. There's much more to this. That's a key point, right? It's not like the question is just like the topic of aliens or the aliens exist that's been like kind of like outside of our reach. There is much more to this. My thing is that once the dam... Whoa, that's a pretty good comment here. Once the dam starts leaking, there will be so much more that will be more shocking. No question there. This will be hidden. I'm happy it's just something that they have injected into our species to accelerate our evolution and not something like we're a failed experiment. Oh my god. Let's go into the other conspiracy theories that actually this is a simulation. We're wearing our helmets. The moment we die, it's off. We keep eating our burgers, right? Okay, cool. And DNA, that are something we are a failed experiment. Oh my god. We're a failed experiment. But I don't quite like that. I still think that it's a much better theory that we lived somewhere else, or like someone close to us in DNA lived somewhere else, and then they were dying, and then they decided to spread their DNA all over cosmos in hope that one day some asteroid would drop into some of the planet with amazing conditions and life would thrive. And here we are, little ants going around our business, working our heads off to provide for each other, to entertain, to enjoy life. That's my idea. I think it's a good one. 8 years into starting the... Whoa! The girl? No idea. Okay, fine. Got that information. I'm 8 years into studying this, and at this moment, it's more active I've seen the subject. So it's always referred to Reagan, and him saying that he hoped our countries would come together against a common alien adversary. I don't want a common alien adversary. Can they be common alien friends? I don't want adversaries. I think we've seen too many movies depicting aliens as some kind of like species that are gonna take over our planet. Why would they need our planet in the first place? Okay, fine. Besides that, coming and killing everyone off unless they're like ugly fungus that want to terraform the earth for it to be able to like live there. Oh god, I'm going way too deep. I'm just like reading and listening to stuff loads of sci-fi of that sort, so my mind is just like wandering off into a tangent. And they were notified by multiple credible sources. No, it says in aliens. Okay, fine. So there's a whole debacle of here. I'm at the point I just want to see to myself. I don't care much about government disclosure. that's pretty honest opinion, right? And me too. I want to see it for myself. There's too much talk about it. I want to see it. Great. I catch up on this. Yeah, dude, you have to catch up on this. Like that's apparently us. That's our life nowadays. You cannot lag behind. You have to catch up on a lot of things. You have to be versed in UFOs. You have to be versed in health and all whatever organelles are there in cells and all the medical stuff and how to live your life properly. You have to be versed in finances. You have to also be above in history, and you have to be able to have a wonderful conversation and be able to speak without pauses. And you have to be the perfect self and be able to pick up any topic and be able to talk about it. Oh my God, we are not perfect. But okay, yeah. I mean, there are a couple of things you do have to catch up on, of course. So probably, yeah, a lot of people like the topic of UFO. So if you have nothing else to say on that, that's unfortunate. So come on, catch up. Okay, for the cover up, the state government should be more forthcoming. Oh God. We should be more forthcoming, more disclosure. That's really easy to say, should or not should, but... Oh, wow, there's news. Okay, that's my favorite news. They want to reduce toxicity and boss. Okay. Truly CAD. Ooh, they would have pressured Biden to declassify all of this. Okay, red flag. If these people truly cared, who cares? Tell me anyone who truly cares about anyone else there, if you're in the military or the government. Big red flag. They would have pressured Biden. Pressure. Okay. Into declassifying all of this. Declassify. God, there's literally 4 words out there. They stand out as never ever ever happening. It's impossible. He alone has the power to bring the truth to light. Goodness. Is he calling him Jesus? I don't know how Biden is the only one who has the power to bring anything to light. This dude is there for 4 years. He is in power for 4 years, and then he goes bye-bye and goes through another retirement or whatever. Like, you just giving him way too much power that he's gonna disclose. Snort. Where do they come from? That's a good point. I mean, yeah, of course, we should be asking where they come from, what they look like, but let's start at the beginning. Let's first find out where we're coming from. We don't even know that. We don't know how we started, how any life on Earth started. Like, this is ridiculous. I mean, I understand. You can reverse engineer, right? If you have any information on aliens, they can share it, or you can reverse engineer, find out how life started at all, but that's really far-fetched. I know there are a lot of wonderful scientists and I'm not sure if Sarah Walker is astrophysicist, but she has a wonderful book, and she has her own assembly theory on the way how life actually started. It's very complex theory. There's like assembly index about life starting anywhere, it doesn't have to be on Earth, right? So how to measure, right? When and how life starts to exist, right? So people, like scientists are out there, at least they're trying to find out the basic bricks of our life, because only from, if we know the basics, we can extrapolate and find out, so there actually are aliens. Oh, so that's how life starts. That's how it exists. That's how it spreads. So instead of going off on a tangent, on conjectures, or on saying how everyone is like covering everything up, why don't we put a lot more effort into actually studying ourselves? Oh my God, guys, start with the brain. We can't even map our brain. We don't understand what's going on there. Like, there was a study that they mapped the brain of a fruit fly. You know how much time it took? And how much resources it took to map a brain of a fruit fly. It's like, okay, it's not a nanometer, right? But it's millimeters there. And it was so hard. So we can't map our own brain. We don't understand what's happening there. We don't understand how life came to be. What do you want from this? Like, if you don't understand, like, my strong point, if you don't understand yourself, this is like a pie in the sky. It's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent again. There is a cover-up, yeah. It's just really interesting to talk about, like, oh, cover-ups, it's pretty fun, there's a lot to discuss, but I really want to bring everyone down, closer to the ground, and start first a look into ourselves. All right, let's deal with this one first. Let's put efforts here, all right, to find out what's here, what's in us, how we operate. But okay, I'm not saying that actually going out and being curious and finding out about aliens is something that we shouldn't even touch. But we should definitely put a little bit more effort into here, into us. Okay, so what else do we have here? So that was subreddit, right? Okay, there's burnt big certain with you if it's always just a grainy dot. That's too good to be true. Clearly a CGI hoax. That's my point. Exactly. Oh god. Okay. No, that's a really good meme. That's what I was talking about. Okay. Some random taken photo floor of a highly advanced warplane. Okay. The photo is corroborated by numerous people, including the USG. Who's USG? Okay, yeah, so people see the visual video, like the most advanced military with the most advanced sensors in the world couldn't figure out something was a human jet or not. Well, they either couldn't figure it out or they didn't want to, or they already knew about it, they just didn't want to talk about it. That's a controversial statement out there. They can determine it, but there's absolutely no reason to think they would tell the country the truth. Yeah, already talked about it. No one will believe any video, whether it's posted by the suburbs by the military. What's the point of posting it? Okay, maybe, but what's the point of posting? At least it's an entertainment. I get to say something very interesting. I get to have a look at this meme and laugh, okay? Or it might spark some debates, or it might get me thinking, or it might bring me some ideas. What's bad in this? Don't understand. There is an organization with one knowledge and one will. Ooh, that's strong. It's probably many different constituents in the US government who know bits and pieces. Compartmentalization. Yeah, my point. I want to get it out there. I want to keep the secret. Maybe a group within the Navy wants it out. Others within the Navy might not. CIA, okay. Let's politicians. Huge organization. Yeah, okay. All right. Is that it better? Okay. It's all about the source. I agree. Okay. People on this side who completely denied validity of the video, saying it's camera error, instrumental error. People need an alien probe. Okay, that's funny. that's a good one. People need an alien probe before they believe or something. Maybe we should give it a better look. Okay, that was truly funny. Even then, there will never be a source to be trusted. Exactly my point. Please give me the means or give me some, I don't know, factors or tools to say this should be trusted. That's true. How do we kind of prove it? With what tools? With what? How? Okay. In the day, every individual will need a mistake about being what it is. Yeah, with AI being what it is, with deepfake being what it is, with Black Project technology being what it is. Okay, climate, economy, my point exactly. Environmental climate being what it is. People just don't trust in anything anymore. My point. Climate threatens their survival. They need to have their own experience. I'm not talking about some weird light in the sky. I'm talking about a clear experience with something not of our world within 300 yards. Oh, please, I don't want to. Can I just have a look? I don't want to experience something that is closer than in my backyard. Can I not have it closer than that? No, thank you. Disagree. Okay. Love the subject. Find myself being so frustrated, being unable to believe the source. There's a problem with the topic in general. I try to take each video and evidence as a term merit now based on source, location, context. That's a good point. Of course, you need to take a deeper dive into like who's posting it, where it is from. But again, how do you know? Not sure if I was downvoted. It was, okay, yeah. Trust the government. The interview seemed genuine. The guy never showed it. Okay, they're talking about some interview out there. Let's scroll down. It's not just like subreddit, but UFO research in general. Article scientific ufology attempts to probably explain as many UFO sightings as possible, allowing for any anomalies that can't be explained. Oh yeah, I love this one. Unexplainable phenomenon. Unexplainable phenomenon. Okay, the initial determination was that some sightings meet this high status. That bar is moved much of the years. Okay, mass majority of sightings are prosaically explainable. Could be. Not denying that. Not denying that. Could be. It's just enough doubts to make a determination in the first place. Obviously, consumer technology has changed. Dynamic over the years, that's true. And things like CGI and drones make our jobs that much more difficult. Fact of life. Okay, so there's too much on it here. Credence people gave to some rando with a fake look and fake speaks volumes to what seems like, oh god, here we go. Them are tough. Okay, so they're referring to some videos out there. People minds not sure always. Okay, don't like that. Like other people, does it actually show it's a meme? 100%. What does it tell you? It's a build of line. Yeah, it shows Holy Grail. That's a line. Okay. Perfect. Oh, hello, X-Files. They're all bullshits. Really the government for okay, maybe. 100,000 sightings over the last 75 years suggest the phenomenon is remarkably widespread. That's a very good point out here, guys. Like, that's very legit. If there was like at least 1,000, just 1,000 or 2,000, we could chalk it up to, I don't know, like they wanted to see something, or it was like some weird balloon. But oh my god, the accumulation of first-hand experience of the videos, the footage, the clips, right, of people sharing information is just overwhelming. It's mind-blowing. It can't be out of nothing. So even if they're not aliens, it is something. Even if it's man-made, it's still mind-blowing, right? That we know, according to the laws of physics that we know, things cannot move like that. But apparently they can. So if we discover these are not aliens, then what are they? The only possible explanation they're man-made, then it apparently, our laws of physics do not apply anymore. Apparently, some other men find a way to break the laws of physics, to have this neck-breaking speed and velocity of any aircraft that can move at weird trajectories. So even if it's man-made, it is still incredible. Well, first of all, it's incredible how much information they can hide, not disclose to general public. And second of all, that they managed to do it either through reverse engineering, if aliens definitely exist, if they do exist, I mean, or through sheer breakthrough in technology, like we suddenly started understanding it out of nowhere, or is it like CERN, like the place at CERN helped them, theoretical physics, hello, right, or what? How? No. Okay, if any of these sightings represent known human intelligence at play, the believers win. For the debunkers to proclaim victory, they must convince us that every single one of those thousands of sightings can be explained as terrestrial phenomena of some sort. Okay, terrestrial phenomena. What kind? The bugs flying from the first video, that one. That's far-fetched. We have compiled an overwhelmingly voluminous array of UP incidents. Very good. No, I'm not. It's not. I'm not quoting, and it's not quote unquote quote. It's not laughing at this. That's a fact. Array of UP incidences. Yeah, I'm familiar with the evidence. He says with straight face that it's not really earthly. Seriously, all of it is earthly. That we don't know shit about our Earth. If these things may happen, like we don't know. That may as well be true. We actually don't know much about our planet. We don't know what's underwater. We don't know how much there could be up there flying. Technically, everything we know is the surface, and not even all the surface. I mean, hello jungle. Has anyone been or covered all jungle area? How about what's buried, like the Sahara area. Oh, we're talking about Graham Hancock here, right? Who's saying like the traditional archaeology is all about, oh yeah, we've covered everything, we didn't find anything. He's like, guys, you've covered like 7% of the territory. Like you haven't excavated anything beyond a really tiny amount of territory. So whatever's been there in like Sahara or modern day jungle, right, in Latin America, like we don't know. So of course it could be, to be honest, it could be some earthly phenomena. We have no idea. Maybe there are some dragons flying somewhere in the jungle, okay? Like, I do not deny that. Okay, fine, dragons flying in jungles, it's a little bit too much even for me. Okay, we're not going deliberate misleading for reasons yet to be revealed. Yeah, I wouldn't even say again, I wouldn't say it's misleading. It's just a compilation of truth with untruth that creates the whole bubble that you cannot unwind. People will never be able to unwind that. They'll never be able to find any truth there, right? It's like, oh, you'll be constantly like, oh, there is more. There's another Russian doll. There's more of that, huh? That's really easy, actually, to do. Guys, for the explanation. Okay, so we have a lot of this here. What a strong... Huh? If it is finished, it's not about the visual quality because it's a meme. Oh, guys. Yeah, people don't like right here. When actual proof is presented, we'll refuse to believe it. Again, what do you define as an actual truth? Or proof, sorry. What do you define as an actual proof? What is it? How should it look like? Trump with Kamala holding hands, coming in front of TV and saying, guys, we've just witnessed UFO. Here he is, it is, she is, gender neutral, probably. Like, yay, welcome on stage, UFO alien guy is going about to speak. This is the proof. What's going to be proof that is presented to people? Okay. And shape UFO before. Whoa, dude, lucky you. Probably it's a girl. Seen a disc-shaped UFO before her own eyes. I'm pretty sure if I had recorded it, would be regarded as a fake. Of course, someone's not seen it. I didn't believe in them either until I saw it. Yeah, I mean, there's lucky. That's pretty cool. Okay. Top one's good to know for the most powerful military defenders academy fighters. That's about military here. We have a scientific standpoint here. The problem is not only the quality of it, but rather the material can't be tested and verified by independent people. Actually, it could be. I remember there's like, you can test and verify if it's been messed around with, right? Tinkered with or something. That could be verified. But after that, probably, yeah, it might be really hard to tell a bat from an insect. Okay, so apparently they're citing flirting gimbal videos. Okay, interesting, but one getting answer to the question was really shown out there. Okay, fighter pilots. I love fighter pilots videos. They're amazing. Work is nice and all around. I can believe that they saw what they claim, but in science, a claim is just the start of a conversation. It's a hypothesis. Okay, I suppose in a scientific world, it's not even a hypothesis, right? Because there is theory and hypothesis precedes theory. So yeah, in order to form theory and hypothesis, in order to form hypothesis, you probably need the start of a conversation. So kind of like idea. It's right. I thought it was okay. So a lot of just on trip to Vegas from Indiana. Spent the whole trip just looking out the window for stuff. I saw something eerily similar to the bottom, picked CGI or not. Oh, so he's claiming to see something. That was CGI? Okay, fine, joke. Of course not. You can't see CGI. It's probably, he means like something that looked like that CGI in the picture. I'm not sure where we were, but the object was just above the bottom from my perspective of a cloud layer with a much thicker layer above the jet I was in. Ooh, exciting. So it's stationary, but the sun was hitting the object, so there was a slight brief glare. Oh, it's getting better! I was trying to make out what it was. It shot straight up so fast and vanished in the cloud layer above my plane. Cliffhanger. I sat for a moment, not processing, believing my own eyes, then turned to my wife and said, I'm not sure what the F I just saw, but I think it was a UAP, like the severely cylinder disc shape that just shot up into the sky in a second. Okay, I'm just trying to make a theater voice. I'm not belittling this guy's story, okay? It was just like exciting to read it as a reading a book with a theater voice. Okay. She just smiled, of course, and goes, oh, really? That would be me. I was like, oh, really? And we didn't speak of it again. Oh, I thought they didn't speak at all. You know, he shared this hypothesis and we're like, we're not on speaking terms anymore. Sorry, honey. You are a psycho, right? I mean, of course, that didn't happen. The first time I've said anything else about it, and probably the last. I'm joking, of course not. If you ask me to describe the object, it's that bottom picture. Not claiming it's real or not. Yeah, I get it. That's not what it was. Oh, it's really nice to read this like first-hand experience stories. People, like, it does sound genuine. I'm not sure how authentic that, but it does sound genuine. Like, he put his heart into that story. It's super cool. Why am I assuming that's he? Sorry, I didn't mean to assume anyone's gender or relationship out there. It's just how it feels like. 8 hours after you wrote it and you've been downvoted. Yeah, why? It was a normal reaction. Yeah. So some people chimes in with personal experience on the subject of the discussion. They're discouraged from speaking about it. Yeah, I support that. They shouldn't be. I mean, personal experience is why we're here, right? This topic has strange aspects to it, not the paranormal stuff. Oof, paranormal stuff. I'm not sure if I'm ever able to, like, watch all those videos or pictures with paranormal style stuff. The other day I was just, like, looking at some comments, not comments, but more of, like, reviews on some hotels, and there was a guy talking about, like, in the review section under the hotel listing, talking about a ghost he lived with in a hotel room for 3 days that was bothering him. You know what? I was walking around my home only thinking about that for 3 hours. That affects me a lot. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to comment on paranormal stuff. I'm just like, guys, if you ever see me doing this, I'll probably be running around here panicking and not screaming, obviously, but it was just like cowering in the corner out there, like, oh my god, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to see it, I don't want to remember. So yeah, not my stuff. But okay, what's about paranormal here? There's a normal reaction. This topic is strange aspects, not the paranormal stuff, but the human behavior that surrounds it. Yeah, okay. So why did I start talking about paranormal stuff? Times I do. I'm in the positive. I have to agree with you on it further down voice. Yeah. This was very odd. Okay, so reactionary stuff there. Real life. Okay. Play devil's advocate here. Okay, let's hear devil's advocate. It's not an opinion, obviously, so just something contrary to the general opinion here. In today's world, there is no excuse for taking that clear video of the same object. If you have the equipment to snap that clear of a picture, the same equipment should have no problem recording a video. So why take a still photo series of photos when you can just switch to video record mode and silence many of the naysayers? Those naysayers will say that's CGI, or it's been tinkered with. Like, video is not a proof. Besides, like, if you see that UFO and you realize you only have a few seconds, I mean, just holding your camera, I mean, at least taking your phone, right? And trying to, I don't know, take a shot or something. And of course, the default mode is a photo. So it will take you some more time to switch it to video. And people don't always think that fast, right? The first thing you do is like, oh my God, take a photo, like, while it's here. And then it's gone. So, well, while you'll be looking for how to take a video and I'm gonna take... Of course not. Okay, there's my issue with the second photo. Okay, guys, this photo is CGI. This photo is it's a meme. Why are they even talking about it? Okay. God, that sparked a lot of conversation here. Those epics not real. Just wait for a picture of multiple corroborating witnesses that also exhibits 2 or more lose 5 observables. Okay, that's very hallucinating. We can't be hallucinating altogether. That's impossible. People cannot hallucinate or think up the same stuff. Like a group of people hallucinating of the same thing, that's an impossibility. So sorry, it's not gonna work. Must be Starlink. Oh yeah, there's a lot of videos of it being Starlink. That's fine. The same here. Okay, I blame the disinformation agents. Me too. Observe post maybe. Folk would freaking land in a football field, national TV. The majority of people would write it off as fake. Oh, actually, that would be amazing. Can you imagine, like, wow, there is a national game going on. The ball is being passed, and ooh, UFO landing. Okay, the ball is still being passed. What's this UFO doing here? Oh, that's CGI. That's CGI. Yeah, goal. That's a goal. CGI. That's move around, alien. Move around. You're not real. That could be. Okay, that's the first time we come across pictures that was like initially full to lots of people, but they were all hoaxes. Yeah. Also, that it's a cry wolf situation, right? So obviously, if people find out that the majority of those cases were just hoaxes, I mean, bogus stuff. So no wonder people are critical of the next batch. Of course, we'll all be like, come on, take off your tinfoil hat, switch on some critical thinking right here, right? And we're gonna be distrusting of everything since that on. It's pretty natural, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, me too. Look at this. At this point, I'm going to need a UFO to land in my backyard. That's what I was thinking about. Not backyard. A little bit further than that. I already said that I don't want them any closer than the backyard. Can we just I want to look. I don't want them landing in my backyard. Thank you very much. But if there's that I won't get a decent answer, no one's gonna get a decent answer. You're right, but there's clear big pictures fake, a balloon or something. Maybe. Okay. This meme is terrible. Oh my god, this meme is wonderful. What's the deal? You can't just blindly believe clear pictures that come up here, especially when the sausage. Little Groot even fell, because I was so frustrated and sad. I loved that meme, and she's like terrible. So the Groot is like, eh. Okay, there has to be a discussion about the potential of CGI because that's the world we live in. Source testimony are just as important as the photos. Okay. True. Yeah, me too. I'm not understand what they want to get there. With photographic verification of some kind of experience starts to become meaningless. Exactly. As well as video. To replicate pictures online, I would say the same. Try and flying technology that's human-made. And also, I've been dreaming a lot about everything we see in the sky. It just means some kind of laser projection. Yeah, I heard about it. In the Y-Files, right? AJ lately, I think, has been talking about like the book where the guy was talking about this huge revelation that he supposes government is preparing for us. So that's why there was a lot of revelation and evidence coming up and becoming public, and congressional hearings and everything, because we are being prepared for some huge revelation using lasers, right? Laser technology to project some kind of like, I don't know, God, Jesus, or whatever people believe in, that will tell them, oh, hello, I'm alien, or that's how you live right now, in order to conquer the world and subjugate humans, that they're gonna have no free will and no free speech or whatever. It's all for that purpose. I mean, AJ didn't talk about it. He just discussed it. So there was a book talking about it by some guy. I find it too far-fetched. It's really hard to believe everything that's really coming. That's what government has been planning for like 50 plus years. Seriously, that's a very long-term planning. And the government is not known to have that sort of long-range planning, I would say. But that's really hard to disprove, right? I mean, why not? We already know that some of the sightings by the Navy, right? Some videos where they were sighting some blobs of light flying, it was already proven to be laser technology. And the Navy authorities said that they have been creating those for their adversaries, either Russians or like, I don't know, Chinese or something, to distract them. There is laser technology. But not on that scale, obviously, not to create the perfect projections that people would believe in if they see with their eyes. But still, I mean, why not? I cannot disprove that prove that it's completely wrong. Everything can happen. Okay, so keep your ears to the ground. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, there's a lot talking about this. Let's see what else is there, or I will keep talking on different stuff. Balls of light. Oh my god, let's look at balls of light here. Oh, sorry, the videos. Okay. I mean, there is no sound, so I think I might as well comment on it. I think it's a rogue bow. And it's very slow. But what would you say about trajectory? I don't know. Oh, whoa, dude, you're coming closer. Woohoo! Okay, that was slow-mo. Oh no, this is slow-mo. Okay, that's definitely a ball with lights. A ball with lights, okay. A ball with lights. Oh god, it's even closer. Oh, that looks like a Death Star. That looks like a Death Star. Okay, Star Wars aside. It is just a giant steel ball with like lights like adjacent to it, and it's just going on a weird. Can it go any closer? Seriously, there is like 3-minute videos of. Is it all? Oh my god. Is this thing taking photo of his house or of him? Can you imagine this thing is flying around and there is a dude drinking coffee on a Monday morning like, oh, hello. Now we know these orbs can appear as balls of light. Okay, orbs, fine. Okay, balls of light. Flash forward to his sighting. Oh my god, it was in August. It was quite recent. When this... Oh, that was a comment. That was so beautiful. Okay, what is this? Was that a missile or what is it? Spotlight pointed at the sky. Flashes 6 to contact. What? What? That looks like a light bug. Waiting for... Okay. What are we... Oh, now I see that. Ooh, now I see those lights are right here. Right, those... This one? I suppose it's this one, right? Oh, okay. I mean, those are just lights out there. And looks like they can count to 7 too. So is it okay about those lights? I think I have to see the comments here. The following is a compilation of 2 videos recorded by. During one of those videos, we get to see an orb go full ball of light mode. I assume this is what they all look like when not in ball of light mode. Okay, there's 2 cameras recording the same event. Matches are perfect. Not that this definitely proves that they're real, but it adds credence. Well, I have a problem with that video. That was really weird, and especially the last one, like those just orbs of light. They were just like flashing in and out. That was extremely weird, to be honest. I'm totally honest, it's convincing. Maybe it is convincing to someone. I do think we're in a good time right now because more people are taking this phenomenon seriously. Okay, yeah, we've been talking for, 2 hours about it. I do take it seriously. Okay, on trying to capture videos UAP, the more data we have, the more we have to compare to other videos, the more data we have, the further we are from the truth, because we'll have to sift through an enormous amount of footage. That's my opinion. Maybe you disagree. What leads me towards legit whatever just look like limited sphere, and it left me frozen in shock. Doesn't have the same impact on me, but okay. Who knows, but I'm also not this too close. Okay, maybe fake. These look like spheres some Mexican guy recorded just a year ago around this house. Okay, there was fake since I watched it. Some problem? No, okay. Oh, drones. Okay. Took a little laser UFO. Maybe. Don't know. He's working the gym films. Okay. This difference with the balls of light, certain avion? Avion? What was that? How do you read this? With 2 cameras recording the same thing, matched up perfectly. This set doesn't prove if they're real, but the credence is there. Good, love the word credence. Nice. I always hope for some of these yeah, we all hope they're piloted by aliens, but dude, I think a lot of people have to break it to you, probably not. The thing they could be piloted by probably biorobots, because no no earthly sack of bones and meat can withstand that amount of pressure. And, you know, there is like pressure, there's gravity plus velocity plus trajectory, that we can't be in that aircraft and be okay moving like that. I mean, not this one. I mean, like the ones that move incredibly fast and incredibly weirdly. Probably by robots, yeah. And besides, like, imagine you're like an interplanetary or, I don't know, intergalactic civilization or whatever. Would you just, like, enjoying your life out there? Would you just, like, get on a random, like, drone or a ball and just go to some kind of weird planet and just, like, move around it at, like, with the huge risk of crashing or whatever? Anything may happen to you, right? Like, yourself? Really? Goodness. I'd rather send a drone with a video recorder out there to see what's going on. I'm not going alone. I'm not going myself out there. No. God, no. So, nah. I don't think they're piloted by real aliens. But I mean, like, they're aliens, obviously, right? So they're extraterrestrials, but not like... They're robots. They're bio-robots, probably. Not like flesh and bone. But I mean, what do you define by flesh and bone? We're flesh and bone, right? We don't even know how extraterrestrials would look like, right? What if their structure is absolutely okay with the Earth gravity or with bacteria here or with the, I don't know, moving around like this? It does nothing to their physique. Don't know. Okay. We also sort of looks like a remote control device taking photos. Yeah. Okay, it's not real. I'd be surprised seeing them in... Okay, daytime. See, this one part is really dark black. Okay, they're just like analyzing this video, so I don't know. Best explanation I've seen of them. The only ones that bothers me with listeners. Okay. No one in this thread because the most compelling part is completely lights up in the area larger than the surface on the roof. Yeah, that's a good part. Like, lights up, right? Bigger than the surface area, but maybe that's the effect of light out there, I'm not sure. Most compelling part is the difference in iteration of light sequences in the front digital X interface. Yeah, that was like really beautiful, right? Like the sequence on the second video, right? And the first one is like just flashed once or twice, was super cool. Okay. Then I stopped following X while ago. Kept saying he had much better footage, but never showed, so I lost interest. Yeah. What made me very skeptical is the picture of the ball outshine the definition of the camera sensor. A little bit. Been looking at the entire frame while the rest of the picture seems muddy. I think the video was pretty cool though. I mean, like, pretty clear. Am I wrong? I'll just go back to it. I think pretty good quality overall. I mean, yeah, because you zoom in, but I mean, you zoom in. What do you expect, right? It's not James Webb Telescope. So, of course, there's like outshines. Yeah, I know. But okay. Apart from just completely dragging this video through the mud, what can we see here? Not how they can move. It's hard to watch this and not think that it's a drone. I agree. Yes. So my point is that it's probably a drone, right? Or unmanned. That's definitely unmanned flying object. But why am I saying definitely? I mean, I don't know. So take it with a grain of salt. The robots alone are the most compelling to me. Yeah, they're so fun because, like, I think TikToks are compelling because they have like this weird shape. It's like so intriguing. What's in there is like it's another pocket world or something. Or maybe it's huge like inside rather than it's outside. Who knows? Another dimension or something. But the orbs, they're so sleek. They're like look perfect, circular. Like I want to like touch it and maybe like stroke it. Weird, I know. Okay. Into Chris, but okay. The British scene now. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. My favorite personal like evidence. Philadelphia. To go, that's Florida. Late April 2023, around 1:30 noon on my lunch break, I decided to walk Jersey Mike subs instead of drive. I saw metallic. Yeah, guys, walk more. Literally, walk more. Don't drive that much. It's not good for your health. I saw a metallic sphere going diagonally from in front to my back right. Whoa. This thing was shiny as hell and spinning left to right like you held your arms out and spun. I could tell it was spinning because the sun glinted off. So beautifully written. It was the same spot every rotation. This is what initially caught my attention. I noticed weird, fuzz around about double diameter of the orb. I observed this for me 10 seconds tops. Yeah, so my question, 10 seconds. Like, you would barely have time to take out your phone and maybe adjust a photo. Again, how can you take videos of that, right? To obviously crossed above me. As soon as this thought was fucking weird, the orb exploded into 1525 fragments, all contained inside the fuzz of static shell. The pieces kept rotating and glistened in the sun as a group and moving along its path, now away from my placement. In my room exploded if you have a car, we can see every part, but it's removed from its center. If it makes sense. Not much, but okay. This thing then reformed, and the pieces all clicked back together, and it's either behind the tower, cloud in the sky, that they all phased out of its ability somehow. I've never heard a similar story or saw a video like that. I saw that today. It's made me obsessed with the subject. Before then, I would just catch stuff here and there that my brother mentioned, or, oh god, cool, again, personal experience. And the person will get deeper into the topic. Why not, right? Makes this person's life more interesting, I suppose. But yeah, if I saw that, I would probably also write about it, or maybe not. Well, it depends on how important it is to you what other people think about you. Yeah, specifically sharing it publicly. Oh my god, wild story, agree. Oh god, can you imagine, like, they're broken into fragments and then reshaped back again, just like in the movies, right? Like sci-fi movies, like, and this trajectories and how they move around. Oh god, that's probably exciting. But I don't know, maybe this person was scared shitless, like literally in fear, frozen, solid, standing out there looking at it. But I would probably be if I noticed something like this. I don't know, would I be like curious and keep looking, or completely like phased out maybe after that, or completely glued to the spot out of fear? I don't know. Well, that's a good question. I should ask myself, but I'll never know until I see it right in person. So, and then guys, I'll report to you if that ever happens. Okay, theories that the network has been around for a long time, was built by civilization here on Earth. Well, there are a lot of theories out there. I would not call it a theory, guys. Again, back to scientific stuff. There is a theory, there is a hypothesis. Hypothesis is barely a theory, right? It needs to be built up on. So apparently that's a hypothesis. The necklace has been around for a long time, was built by a civilization here on Earth. Will explain why some UAP crash. Yeah, or why they appear like from the suddenly, right? Could be from the ground, or mostly they appear from beneath water, right? From like out of water. So yeah, like hello Transformers, they could be just like lying around there for centuries, for thousands of years. Again, we don't know anything about our own planet, and we are either afraid to go and explore, or we have no funding for this, or the compilation of both of these reasons, or we're just scared, right? Or not allowed to. I mean, there are a lot more reasons. So my main question is like, why Antarctica is so top secret? I mean, scientists will probably say it's not top secret. You can go and explore. Really? You can go and explore? No, you can't go and explore everywhere for fear that you would disseminate your bacteria or whatever, like the DNA everywhere, and the Antarctica is not going to be pristine any longer. I mean, that's a good excuse, but don't you find it's a little bit feeble? I don't know. I think at this point, if our development, we're so good at not disseminating or spreading any bacteria with drones, just go fly a drone, right? Or do something. Show people that it's, I mean, complete and clear footage, 24/7 drones flying. Maybe there is one, maybe not, but it's just yeah. I mean, Antarctica is really mysterious to me. Like it's just like calling for me. Yeah, I know. I just want to travel there. Probably, of course, I want to take that wonderful boat trip there. Again, talk to penguins, the birds that are not birds. God, I shouldn't repeat that. It's just exciting. Yeah. Oh well, maybe I'm just a mystery seeker. Like mysterious stuff. Questions, no answers, right? Ooh. 3 types of spheres. Ooh, someone's trying to explain what those spheres are. Size of beach ball and travel in groups of 3. Wow, okay. Probably this person has seen a lot. Apparently inceptors that chase your via hypersonic speed. What is going on here? I need some catching up to do. I think I'm lagging behind what's going on here. Every now and then they'll slow down and emit light. If you browse around the sub, you'll see tons of videos of glowing balls. Yeah, we'll see. Equilateral triangle formation. Is that English? That's English. Okay. Type 2 spheres. It's like Kardashev. Type 1 civilization, type 2 civilization, type 3 civilization, type 100 million civilization that we don't know what it even could be. Probably some kind of like going like type minus something, more likely than type something. Yeah, so okay, I'm going into the weeds of another topic. Type 2 spheres act as relays between type 1 spheres and the ground network. There's ground network, okay. These are bigger than a basketball. They typically fly around on their own, or you will see one near a type 1 formation. Guys, he lost me there, I think. I think I lost the thread of thought. Yeah, I completely lost the train of thought out there. Okay. Type 3 spheres are around the size of baseballs. Okay, so we have a beach ball. Kind of big, right? Just beach ball, traveling groups of 3. Type 2 relays between type 1 and the ground network, so they're bigger than basketball. Whoa, okay, heavier? Don't know. Type 3 stars are the size of baseballs. These are the foundation of the ground network. They live in and around structures, trees. According to Patrick, type 3 spheres are responsible for poltergeist activity. Oh, please don't. Let's not go into poltergeist activity because I won't be able to sleep any nights in the nearest future. I can't handle that. They employ scarecrow tactics to scare people away from buildings because their high energy transmissions can harm living tissue. Oh, that I heard about it. I heard about it from the guy who's considered to be the #1. I think the first guy who had the sightings or had communicated with the extraterrestrials. I think he talked about the transmissions that can harm living tissues. Yeah, he gave an examples of these extraterrestrials harming humans, but not on purpose. But that's because of the nature of things that they're doing. The entire system works on line of sight, so it's immune to description from space-based threats. Patrick goes through many historical photos and videos of UAP and shows that in many of them there are spheres present. We should check out Twitter account next time, I suppose. It's also been in a few podcasts. Even Gary Nolan has started that this theory should be investigated. Hypothesis should be investigated. Now the chapter talks about orbs. Yeah, we should get a book. Read all about it. I should get some more books on this topic. As other folks are doing this, regardless of what it is, and this is awesome nonetheless. Yes. I mean, I'm happy people are doing that too. Like, who wants to live a boring and factual life with all the questions answered, living in the bubble of, oh, we know everything. Everything is explained. It's all as simple as that. Guys, do not get any further than that, right? Well, that's really arrogant and narrow-minded. Of course, people should be interested in these topics. And it should be wonderful, magnificent. Yay, what kind of adjective can I come up with? Okay, let's support and refute. Hopefully that leads us in all direction that we want to go. Okay, people are going to be skeptical. That's fact of life. It's real, no dissimilarities from what I've... Ooh, another witness statement. They zigzagging around the horizon, watch the guy, try the video of them, only caught minutes of footage, okay, noticed me watching, ooh, there's a guy noticing them watching them, trying to record on my phone, I looked straight up and there it was, I hesitated for a second and then shot off probably a quarter of a mile away from me. Okay, well, a lot of testimony of bright lights, spheres, globes, and orbs moving around, operates drones for commercial purposes. Lightweight spherical shell. Oh god, that guy is actually operating drones of spherical shell. Got us for the lift generating rotor so you could slap together. That would look just like this one. Oh. Debunking is coming. It's Flight behavior betrays it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so in the video, right, the flight behavior. Gradual decrease in speed when it attempts to stop during its horizontal movement, then left to right, 100% conventional propulsion. Yeah, probably it is conventional propulsion. No, there's nothing anomalous. No way. No, don't burst my bubble. Okay. No limitations of real technology when already exists. Feels like a drone, flies like a drone, exactly. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I agree, absolutely. Extremely interesting. It could be a drone, could be something else, commercial, non-commercial, or absolutely military one, who knows. Okay, yeah, good point. I absolutely understand what they mean here. So, yeah, clear. Ooh, what? That was 3 years ago. There was a report, summarized report. Is that aliens? Oh goodness, love those memes. It's just like, yeah, it's classified. Smooth loof. Yeah. Okay. Now that's cool. This is just funny. What? Internital alien? What's my fungus? Oh my god. Okay, people just like having fun here, referring to pizzas and tomatoes. Okay, know what they are, but we do know we are at a massive disadvantage against whatever they are. That's a lot of we don't, a lot of we, a lot of they, and massive disadvantage. Okay, why not? They have, well, what we know is they appear to have. I'm not gonna read this. That's completely. No, we need to have. That's it. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that stuff. Okay. That goes on, guys. Apparently, can't just like stop talking about their crotches. So okay. God. Western technology wasn't required for interstellar travel. It also wouldn't have the technology required to keep itself hidden from a relatively primitive species such as humans. Yeah, that's a good point, right? If they are so much more advanced than we are, of course they will be able to hide. If they want to hide, they will be able to hide themselves, right, from us as stated primitive species, right, or whatever. You figure out how to build a spaceship capable of traveling across light years while keeping the species alive, but you also suck at stealth technology. Good point. Sounds like if they didn't want us to know they were there, we wouldn't know. Very legitimate point. If they did want us to know, we definitely would. It seems we are. It doesn't make sense. Trying to star systems and getting caught by a bunch of idiots who can barely land a craft away. Oh god, that's a really funny comment. Yeah, that's true. This is so true. I don't think they care about hiding. That was my point, right? I mean, if you care about it, if it's your primal goal, of course you'll do it, right? If you're so advanced and so developed, of course you would probably be able to hide yourself if you want to, but they don't, apparently. From insects? Huh! Did you try to hide from insects? That's a very nice. That's a very nice statement. Right? I mean, it's not like they consider us to be equal, right? I mean, we don't hide away from insects. We're right there, scary and big. Okay, the Navy crews report the craft just been out there all day. It would seem to me like observing a bee on a flower or something. Yeah, could be. Oh god, I think I need to go up wood because, yeah, it's been quite a while. Oh, that's really funny out there. They're also not plucking in national parks. Yeah, but I mean, it would be equivalent to us plucking a bee, right? If you're looking at a bee, from plucking it and like, I don't know, landing it somewhere in your home or somewhere else and like, I don't know, whatever, doing with it. yeah, of course I'm gonna park in national parks and state like, hello guys, look at us. I mean, that's a little bit stupid, I think. Makes no sense, and it kind of, well, okay. I can't know for sure, but I don't think they're aliens. Whatever they are, it's not normal. Pretty safe point, very safe perspective, opinion. My head, I'm starting to form belief they're humans from an... Wow, that's another good one, right? Apart from believing that these are crafts either engineered or reverse engineered by people, right? By military. So, well, it could be. Why not? I heard another one. It seems like this guy is gonna state this. Alternate reality, or from the future, right? Why not? It could be. Who are way ahead of us in technology, but it's still us, right? So either it's still us from the future, which will apparently support the Einstein-specific theory of relativity, that traveling to the future is possible. But no, if they're from the future, they came to the past, then it would define, not exactly define, but support the general theory of relativity and the possibility to bend time and space, right? So that bends so much that we create the time, slowing down of time. So, it could be, right? Why not? Look, he's citing CERN Collider. In terms of us having an extra 1,000 years playing with a certain collider and things we might learn, you don't need 1,000 years, I suppose. Yeah, it's been kind of slow or either not so interesting or inspiring to like lay people like us, but I mean, so far with the certain collider. But still, they found a lot of stuff, I suppose. But yeah, I don't think you need 1,000 years. Oh, like with the onslaught of AI, and I think it's just a few decades, maybe. One, maybe, right? Things we might learn. Might other thought is AI from the future. Yeah, that's my point. We may not be able to figure it out, but the future AI might. Absolutely. That's also infinite in its intelligence. To me, these are somehow less crazy than aliens. Yeah, maybe it's just the word, like aliens. That's where it has a lot of negative meaning. It's just extraterrestrials too, right? Just stuff from the sky. Let's call it stuff from the sky. Okay, I'll keep my thoughts into exactly why it was just a feeling. Yeah, maybe. And the research makes you wonder why they're coming back to this time for observation. They're not only for observation, they abduct people. Perhaps a major catastrophe happens and they're starting to find build up to it. Ooh, yeah, it's like a lot of, there was a Canadian TV show about people coming back to the past because AI sent them to the past. Yeah, I loved that TV show so much, but it was like one of those good ones, but they were like episodes about detective work, about like preventing the crime, preventing things, and like a lot of philosophical and moral issues raised there. But yeah, why not? Right? It's a very legitimate opinion. Like, yeah, maybe AI sent, I don't know, them on the routine documentation of a species development. Oh my god! So they are future archaeologists? Or who would they be if they just come to observe? Oh my god, are they tourists? It's like, actually, I would like to get into the time travel machine and just like routinely go back into like 15th century. That's really weird. Let's go back to maybe like, I don't know, what kind of century can we go back safely? Oh well, if I'm hovering around, I don't need to be like to consider safety, because like if you go back to the 15th century, what some people plowing the fields gonna throw at me some kind of like a spike or something? Yeah, well, that's fine, right? I would actually like to observe and see for myself what it really looked like, how it was. That will probably be exciting. That's an amazing prospect. So it could be just a regular tourism. The future humans get into the time travel machine to like have a look at the past. Why not? That's an amazing idea. Okay. Okay. It's like a fish in a pond, a fish that knows nothing beyond the surface of that pond for many years. Yeah, it's also the theory of caves and shades, right? So, like, in the cave, you see the shades that are shown to you, right? And you do not see beyond that. Once you leave the cave, right, the world truly opens up to you. And it's definitely the end of the universe until one day a human scoops him up in a fishnet and carries him through the air to be released into a different pond. Whoa, perspective. That fish's brace probably just sparkling. Like, oh my god, where am I? Okay. Matrix, another controversial topic. Yeah, but I think it's a simulation thing. It's still a simulation hypothesis or theory, whatever you call it. So, glitches. Oh my god, guys, have you, like, ever had that, right? Like, things just happening in your life. You're like turning around, it's no longer there, things are not there, or someone forgets what you were saying or you ever saying or doing things. Okay, I think I'm describing a schizophrenia in this case. Okay, yeah. But I mean, apart from schizophrenia or any sort of hallucinations, I mean, there could be glitches. I mean, everyone knows about the Mandela effect, right? I mean, false memory phenomenon. It's there. Then how can we say that like matrix glitches don't exist? Seriously. Oh, we have a singularity point here. Doesn't acknowledge our worries of we're only batteries needing charge. Whoa, this dude just put everything together here. It's like lump on lump on lump. So they tend to regard as inferior beings, of course, due to inferior technology, but that's true, right? They often don't hide themselves behind dark blinds. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, who saw him? Yeah, didn't hide herself from the chimps. Neither did Diane Fossey from her gorillas. Okay, good point. Well, apparently we're not even gorillas. We don't get to the point of gorillas. Yeah, we're probably less than that. Whoa, gorillas in the mist. Okay, that's really hard to take. That we're less than gorillas to them. I think they're doing this on purpose. They're slowly interacting with us more and more until they think we're capable of handling the idea that there are aliens thousands of years more advanced than us. That is a nice point to make. Okay, so Love and Dolphin Decisions. Yeah, that's confidential. That's a really, really nice GIF. It's like my second favorite here. I'm out of the loop. Yeah, dude, you're out of the loop. And guarantee you some of the cynical about what is our government cynical. There is a lot of facts here. In a sort of sense of, okay, so Fleur is a center, right? Later or lasers or whatever. We have reported the entity is about the size of a fighting chat. Tic-tac shaped. Yeah, we talked about tic-tac shapes. Why has no external features? Holds well, has nothing. This center is capable of tracking, meeting course and directions of our fighter jets. Yeah, so they're kind of following, right? Flying together with them. Typical human limit, wow, gravities for a short period of time for the best of our trained fighter pilots. These entities are capable of entering and exiting the ocean with ease. Yeah, that gets me thinking. Submarine to fly instantly. They can also seemingly disappear from sight or fly away. That gets me thinking as well. Sinja shows these entities in a uniform color temperature. Wow, now we've got some things how we can prove things. At least we have some radars or technology that can, I don't know, check color temperature. Okay, well, something. No part of the entity is a different temperature from the other. So there is no engine in one part of the entity generating more heat than the other part of the entity. Okay, so there is no engine. Great. Fighter pilots have seen those up close with their own eyes, right under their noses, we know. This eliminates any sort of technical glitch. Yep. It's not an error in the programming of source or some issue with the sensor itself, in where whatever, everything is working as it should. That's a fact. It's not our government. Us, broad. The capabilities of this entity are so far advanced that we were owned by any other country. That's the thing, raised by a lot of people, and I agree completely. So can you imagine, like, if any one government possessed that? They would be screaming about it from every corner. They would subjugate any other country. Like, give this power to people. People will do that. No matter morality, no matter 21st century or not. That would be obvious. Any other country would just jump at an opportunity to possess such a weapon or whatever technology of that sort, and we would know about it. Telling you we would if it did belong to one particular government. So then, what are we left with? We're left with that thing not belonging to one particular government or one particular country, then it belongs to a select few or a council of governments of some sort that operate on that basis. Could that be true? I mean, it's possible, right? So why do we only have to talk about nations and the countries and the borders? I don't know. Maybe. These entities are very real, not created by any government. That's a stretch. That's a stretch right there. Disagree. Leapfrog technology by hundreds or even thousands of years. We don't know. Again, like, how can you say that we don't have that technology? As a country, maybe not. But as a military, not belonging to it, not answering to any country, right? But it's a council of countries, for example, right? And that could possibly be true. We just wouldn't know what's out there, what exists, what we're able of, what we are capable of, right? Why not? It's quite possible. And two possible conclusions. Okay, that's far-fetched, but fine. We are a simulation and our creators. He jumped to a lot of stuff here. He jumped to two conclusions, which are so far-fetched that I can't even see the end of it. Okay, we're in a simulation. Our creators are effing with us. Let's hit the disaster button repeatedly and then see what happens when we have aliens show up. Multiple scenario simulation. Okay. Is technology from outside of our solar system developed by another life form that evolved faster or has been around longer than us? That's what we've been talking for 2 hours about. Okay, there are possibilities that scientists have discussed purely from a mathematical standpoint. Please don't go purely from a mathematical standpoint. It never turns out to be well. There are so many galaxies. Okay, well, that's a valid point. Solar system and stars that life elsewhere in the universe is mathematically guaranteed. I wouldn't jump to that. It's pretty clear to me at this point that it's aliens. I don't understand. Where's the logic here? How did he jump to the first conclusion? Then he jumped to the second conclusion. And then he jumped to the third conclusion that at this point, aliens are guaranteed. How is the jump going on here? Guys, where are your critical thinking, analysis, and logic? Okay. I just don't like to jump to conclusions when you have purely no evidence, no factual evidence at all. I would say this is narrowing of the facts, but there are no facts, so narrowing of hypotheses and ideas. It's just a narrowing down of a few hypotheses into one, that's it. At this point, maybe our creation of the atomic bomb got their attention. Pretty much. They've been keeping an eye on us, I agree, to make sure we are not creating any weapons that might destroy the entire Milky Way. Can we do that? Oof. That's a stretch. When's a planet capable of handling the idea of other planets being populated without freaking out? They will make contact. Well, maybe it's legitimate. That's my guess. We're not alone. We can't be. Okay, nothing new. Others have jumped into conclusions. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, but I like it. That sparked a lot of conclusion. Ooh, the video released by Ari today at today's hearing. Yeah, so it was 2 years ago.
Screen, there it goes, and then the camera will slew to follow it. You'll see it pop in and out of the field of view there. This is essentially all of the data we have associated with this event from some years ago.
That's all their data? But the sphere, this orb here, look at this one. This is so sleek. Oh God, I really, it's like a bead, right? It's like a bead in the necklace. Or maybe, I don't know, some people will say shrapnel or whatever. my association is completely with jewelry. It's a pearl. Looks like a pearl. Like, perfect size pearl. Okay. Bittersweet for me. It's a bittersweet one. Oh, grandfather, you're a former aerospace engineer. Whoa. And he posted, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Things like this have really ramped up since then, and it hurts that he isn't here to see it. Yeah, that's true. As I said, like, 50 years ago, you're a complete wacko if you're talking about this. Nowadays, well, he's got a point, right? How did we jump to this? Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish your grandfather really saw it right now, and it would be nice. Incredible news like this, I have a moment. Yeah, I'll have to share it with him. Oh, okay. I can't read this. I'm gonna stop being sensitive about it. Oh god, no, there's more of this. Oh no, now everyone is sharing who died and where. I can't handle this. That's a bit too much for me. Imagine the footage the government has, we'll never see. Yeah, well, apparently they say there's so much really good footage, not what we see, not the expert excerpts and some little clips and some really quality, right? Apparently the military, or not the military, whoever they are, have really good quality footage up close. But that's what they're saying. No, they are even, like, that's what some people are saying. And how credible those sources are, I don't know. How much credence they hold, probably none. So, speculation. Okay. Mystery Sphere. Ooh, what is Bed's Mystery Sphere? It's funny because I just watched this episode of Oh, hello! The Y-Files episode. Yeah, I love them too. Constant subscriber. Last night in the video he mentions that the sphere can move on its own, responding to sound waves, and no symptoms or indicator of how it's created. The sphere had a scientifically unobtainable atomic number. Whatever that means. Okay. I stopped it. God, yeah, I love Y-Files. Specifically, like the attempt of AJ to debunk it in the end, and the more and more videos there are recently, he's like, well, usually I finish up with debunking, right, trying to debunk, but I mean, in fact, like, a lot of that is true. A lot of that is factual information, specifically since he started talking about government conspiracies and military conspiracies. So, and he's got his emotional load, and it's all connected with his relatives. So it's pretty interesting to see, right? The development of the YouTube channel, the development of him as a person, his opinions. So it's really good, legit channel. So you guys try to find it and to follow it. So you would love it. If you're into this topic, you'd love it. Negative Nancy. I'm not Negative Nancy, but whatever. When it comes to things like this, but this half-decent video, to be fair, is exactly what we need. We just... Negative Nancy, just call yourself skeptic, it's fine, but Negative Nancy is funnier. Longer ones preferably. Of course, everyone wants a longer ones, a closer ones, a clearer ones. Not getting those. Unless that's CGI. I don't know. Just really ask more questions. Witnesses. Shut down nuclear missile silos and their questions, or do you need more support? Whoa, okay. We're going somewhere else. A few days when the Tic Tac shaped UFO, yes, it's pretty much been confirmed that it was an actual object and not just some artifaction, as every armchair critic cited back in the day. Whoa, I didn't know that. Recently, it has closed with a sentient detected tic-tac-toe-like objects with a sentient was created by the NRO National Reconnaissance Offices to control our spy satellites. It's an automated program, AKNI. Well, the word sentient has completely different meaning, as we know, right? But I mean, it's just a name. It's an automated program, AKNAI. Ooh, information active. Most of the details were still left out, just got the scraps. Well, redacted, right, basically. Okay. It's just super blurry, it's just floating around. Yeah. Oh, this military video was not as impressive, of course. Legal issues here in the okay, legal issues out there. Do not discuss that. Pretty much say during the hearing, one of the people asking questions asked what our future response to these types of objects would be. Saying almost verbatim what you said. Yeah, that these objects are. They are, okay, so there was a statement, right? So they are flying our airspace and will in the future. Cool, did they sign a contract? Are they sharing airspace? What's going on out there? Sure, the video they shared was for rain, but they were much, they very much did say that these were flying in our skies unimpeded. Well, unimpeded technically, if like military says they were flying unimpeded, it means either of two things. Either they have a contract of sharing that and they're working together or something, or they have no say in that because someone else is factually more advanced. That sums it up, I think. Okay. There's a big part of the reluctance to admit there is here is because it would be the USAF. Okay. So basically, the world's premier Air Force animation that were effectively cavemen throwing sticks at an uninvited visit. Yeah. I agree, absolutely. So effectively saying that's the conclusion I made. Exactly, right? So basically, if you're saying that, well, there is someone flying in our space, we can do nothing about it. We're cavemen with sticks, throwing stuff. Yeah, well, that's okay, right? Let them watch. They want to watch. Let them watch. Oh no, I don't want to be watched. Maybe I don't know. I know. How do you feel about it? Is that okay or not? Okay. So crash sites. Submission this video released today during the Senate hearing. This video was taken by Reaper. Okay, they don't know what the subject is and remains unidentified. UAP. This object was also identified as one of the most common objects they encountered. Okay, that's not the first, and it's probably not the last. There are no indications as to what this object could be or could do. Right? Okay. That looks very promising. Oh god, even skeptics say that looks promising. I have no idea how to read this surname. So all the data we have associated with this event, yes, from some years ago. Amazing. That's all we have. You expect me to believe that, right? That they have. Gotta admit that reading the three-body problem series, I am a fan. Yes. Okay, let's read what this guy has to say about three-body. Certainly gave me things to think about. It did. It's a food for thought, definitely. Whatever your opinion is about sci-fi, about the books, about, I don't know, whether it's true or not, it is a book, okay? It's fiction, but it's very much based on physics. And it was written a long time ago. I mean, like 10, maybe 20 years, right? But it's a really good food for thought. It raises a lot of questions, as well as moral, as well as universal questions. And it's unfolding so fast. It's a page turner. It's really hard. It's a page turner. I just couldn't put it down. All three books, like, whoa. A lot of questions asked through. I think about in terms of what UFOs could be, if they're real. I wonder if the author of those books was into UFO. He's not into UFO. He's a scientist. The author is a scientist. Get to the first half of the second book's a little weird, kind of. Well, I'm not a writer. I'm not an author. So, judging by the fact that this is not a documentary series, scientific book, of course, when you develop a plot, you kind of need historic background, right? Because it starts with the historic background on Chinese Cultural Revolution. And then it goes into, of course, there is a romance plot. Because we are developing story through characters that move through time. I mean, you just need to stick to it. Oh, yeah, I know. That's your right. It's bizarre, but years more, I believe that boils down to a physics problem. Cool. Now it boils down to physics problem. No way. We don't understand enough about. No way that we don't understand enough of our reality. I haven't been talking about for 2 hours right now. No, of course I haven't said anything about the fact that we don't know anything about our own reality. Yeah, news to me. Weinstein calls it post-Einsteinian physics. Observing something that is observed us. Ooh, that's nice. The rational train of thought is to imagine that they travel through our perceived reality of dimensions to get to us, which is space-time. Yeah, well, we perceive reality. That's our space-time. Right? That's how we perceive reality. That's our dimension. But what if there are other realities, surprise, surprise, that exist aside from space-time? Apparently there are. I mean, nothing is impossible nowadays, right? Imagine intelligence that has evolved from pure consciousness over billions of years. Where would you get billions of years? How old is the universe? 13.9, right? Am I right? Yeah, I think it's 14 billion years. And exists outside of our own, from the Big Bang, of course, starting. From our known framework, poking its head into different times whenever it wants space-time engineers and amorphous hive mind. Oh no, please don't talk about hive mind. That exists outside of our universe with the ability to manifest physical, technological appendages that study the lesser dimensions. Okay, going back to three-body problem then. Spoiler alert. I like to imagine that if a life form evolves long enough under the right conditions, it reaches a singularity where biology, consciousness, and technology intertwine. That's a very good statement. That's a very, very legit statement. Then continues to evolve. The known universe is old. Dude, that's not speculation. That's a nice statement. I agree. Okay, higher dimensional dudes, maybe. So one of those, just a metal ball. God, apparently a lot of metal ball sightings. That is a lot. I mean, even for Reddit, that's a lot. Was taken many years ago, apparently. Okay, so what else do we have out here? Good quality. Finally, we have something of good quality. Oh, I've just seen it. I haven't noticed it. Could not see. It should have been like a slow-mo or something because I can't even find it here when I'm going back, right? Okay. Let's see. Aha, here. Here it is. That's the dot. It's like a ball thrown, you know, when it's like swerves in the air. Here, right? This one. Just follow this trajectory. It's right there. Whoa, that was super cool. I'm pretty sure those dudes filming it right here had a better view. Where's their footage? I want to see their footage. Okay. Oh, that's really slow. Wow, it's really helpful. That's helpful because if this was so slow, how fast that thing was flying. Whoa. That's extremely fast. Yeah, I was pushing itself vertically, yeah. Did I say vertically? Please, nothing about fertility out there. No. Vertically. Okay. You can't tell it came out to waters when it appears already above the water surface. Yeah, I couldn't tell because it's... Guys, that was way too fast. It's way too fast for me. It's way too fast for everyone. Okay, if they're saying it's a bird... Is anyone saying it's a bird? They called that a bird? Okay, maybe. Maybe at this point I don't trust my own eyes. I suppose. Like, fourth year, and I thought it was like post everywhere is going along with it. Okay, maybe it's already debunked. I don't know. Okay, within a sphere during the day, at night they look like orange fireballs that appear out of nowhere and disappear, then pop up somewhere completely different. They come in and out of the ocean. Whoa! Okay. One of these right before the sun went down on one last summer. Wow! I could hear a low oscillating sound, like shh, right? Like waves maybe, and saw this little thing spinning off its axis with a flashing light shooting around the edges of it. Oh, that's probably a really beautiful sight. I ran inside to grab my binoculars. Where was your phone? And by the time I came back, there was a corkscrew trail of smoke. Well, yeah, if you're running outside to grab your binoculars wherever they are and you need to find them, it's not like they're lying around. If they were lying around, it would be really creepy because what are you... spying on your neighbors or something? Okay, so, okay, fine. Their phones are pointing at the object. There are more angles. That was my point. There are a lot of people filming this. Where's the other footage? Stabilize this. I slowed it down, adjusted the contrast. Ooh, a lot of work on this. I'm not an expert. I'm not sure if I've introduced artifacts, but this video is weird. My Air Force father told me it looks like a weather balloon. But I actually think it looks like emits light, has a dark side, and the light seems to come from behind when it turns. Yeah, because it was turning, right? Not sure if this could just be reflection. Also seems to split into two. Yeah, did it split into two? Didn't notice that. Because it was really fast, really hard to follow it. Yeah, again, I agree. Where's the other angle? Oh, well, you see, for some people, that gives them chill. Like, what gives me chill is paranormal stuff. What about aliens? Unless they're closer than in my backyard, they don't give me chill. But yeah, I'm not talking about the impending doom, right? I'm like, oh, these things are coming and they're gonna like, I don't know, eradicate all of us. Not thinking in that way, but just saying that it gives me chills. Logic I saw at night during my only UFO sighting. Oh, okay, maybe that's why it gives her chills. The object I saw is very bright orange red. They both moved like that. I would disappear and it would disappear and reappear like a computer mouse. Till I finally just stopped seeing it after. Ooh, would be interesting if it's the same or similar object. Oh god, really the same object. Okay. There are only skies everywhere, but traveling is too fast to see. Very good point, right? We just, like, I barely caught it, and it was like slowed down like hell video. I barely caught it. They might be everywhere. Boo. Okay, well, stop with fear mongering here. Even if they're everywhere, so what? So what? Like, for now, nothing. Yeah, I know we should think about the not short-term approach, but the long-term one. But, well, for now, it's fine. Jet plane to me. Jet plane with a jet plane. That's a lot of jet plane there. Can all be two at the same time. Several cameras recording the jet passing by. It would probably only take 1 or 2 other videos to catch that object and from its not nearby candy wrapper. It's impossible. Okay. Filmed using the phone slow-mo feature. God, how did he have time? Oh, yeah, he was trying to slow-mo the fighter jet. And then it was right there, right, for everyone to see. There's the end. Acceleration is good, but oh my god, the speed. To be speculation. Okay, from the water. Splash barely visible. Oh, guys, let's not apply physics of this world to these things that can do whatever they want in this world. Okay. I don't know. This kind of bug or insect. You can literally see the apple splash. Nah, I didn't see the apple splash water, sorry. Let me show statement. Oh, into Premiere Pro and took for wow, people worked on this stuff. So is this from yesterday? Pool party. Okay, so there's more comments in this. It's pretty crazy. Comes out of water. Okay, the general statement is that comes out of water and is probably really, really weird. Okay, off-world vehicles not made on Earth. That was exactly my point that I'm trying to make. Technology that can do 700 G-forces, fly 13,000 miles per hour, evade radar, and has no obvious signs of propulsion. And yet still can defy the effects of Earth's gravity. That's precisely what we're seeing. Director of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Was that DARPA? Okay, no, it's not DARPA. Okay, it's tip. Okay, I'll stop with abbreviations. And this is pro-generated what? Traveling in the what? We went for a discovered fire. It's got to electrolyze the stuff plant's grave. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but say Tic-Tac went from 8,000 feet to 1 foot above the sea level in about a second. That's a bit quicker than the state. Yeah, well, that's a bit quicker than what we saw there. And that it seemed just to vanish. Whoa. Okay, I don't quite remember about Tic-Tac-Toe speed, but yeah, the stuff did vanish. If it traveled 80,000 feet in 1 second, then the average distance. Oh god, no, that's math. I'm not doing math, guys. No, not today, not tonight. No math here for me, please. Thank you. Okay, I think that the Tic-Tac experience at time different. That's a very good point, right? Of course, Tic-Tac is experiencing time differently relative to us. But that's scientific fact, right? Because the higher the speed, as far as I remember, wait, let me think about it. The higher the speed, the slower the time goes, right? Yes, the higher the speed, the slower the time goes. I remember there was an experiment with atomic clock on board a flight, but well, planes don't move at an extreme velocity, right? So the difference was a few milliseconds, I suppose, but between the atomic clock on board a plane and here on Earth. But I mean, yeah, definitely, time goes absolutely different when we're talking about those sort of numbers of speed, velocity, right? So, right, only one. Okay, so people are hearing stuff. Now how it managed to move that fast without making enormous noise. It's because we're all thinking in terms of conventional physics, right? And in terms of what we can see and believe to be the only physics we know, the only aircraft we know to exist, right? So for us, this is impossible. But, I mean, we can say it is possible, but we definitely have no proof to that. Well, I mean, there's proof. The videos, whether you believe it or not, but this traveling through air wouldn't be displacing the air particles at an enormous speed, or air just goes through it. And wouldn't the air rush back together to fill the vacuum? And a ball lightning causes near instantaneous expansion of air, which results in a thunderclap. Exactly right. We can hear it just like coming a little bit closer to us, an object moving through the atmosphere. This sort of sonic boom. Oh god, those sonic booms are really like, this is the stuff of nightmares. Similar to a meteor entering Earth's atmosphere. Oof, space. Air inside the bubble experience metric style bullet time. Yes, okay. Technology has been observed for some time now. I really hope in my lifetime I can find out. Yeah, me too. I really believe that we're planning to live until at least 150, right? That within our lifetime it is still possible to exist, to be either debunked. I don't want it to be debunked. I want it, of course, it shouldn't be just debunked. I would like to see the proof. Yes. Yeah, I probably would like to see aliens come into stage and say, hello, today we're talking about alien culture. Oh, okay. QFans just like making a little mistake in operation, which makes the event visible to our dimensions. A glitch. But yeah, okay. We can say we're humans, they can say we're aliens. We're aliens, we're not perfect. There is some mistake we also make mistakes. Little aliens are not perfect, they can make mistakes. Okay. They realize it's like half a second later and dipping it out, but it lasted for a minute. Maybe. It's controlled by some kind of computer that can make insanely time sensitive adjustments. I had a little theory. People with lots of theories out there about the pilot tube, when the pilot tube is for gathering data away from the effects the aircraft is producing. This device is protruding slightly outside the bubble, and now, normal time when under such extreme dilation, sort of pilot tube for space-time bubbles. Or it's great in space-time. Alright, so for really fast movement around. It's all because we're all moving ridiculously slow to them. Yeah, can you imagine that? They would have no patience with that. They're like, oh my god. It's not like the ants. The ants, at least, like, they're trying to move. We're probably just like walking around like this, or like people who fall into the black holes, right? Like, ugh. And they're flying around. It's like, oh my god. Guys, come on, get a move on. You humans, why are you so slow? Come on. Like, it's like me when I'm watching YouTube videos. It's like always speed 125. At times, 1.5. Yeah, because I mean, like, come on. I don't have time. maybe aliens are super busy. They have no time. They have no patience with us. You know, these humans, like, seriously, guys. So they don't even bother to slow down for us or something, because, no. Okay, consider the odd behavior. Yes, that's why they're afraid of any Earth military. Afraid? Oh, that's a stretch. They just can't be bothered. They either can't be bothered, or they're already told the Earth military what to do other. This is when you can't stop them. Okay, maybe it's perfect analogy. Maybe. No, is the brain. That's a good statement. Well, but the fastest computer we know of now is the brain, that we can't make anything better, right? And we still don't know what brain can do, right? We don't know brain's limitations at all. These things seem to move at the speed of thought, interface an organic one. Yeah, that's a good point. I have tech today where the gun turns in the direction the pilot is looking. Well, we'll have tech later with Neuralink, right? And yeah, technically you can already, people who cannot move their body, right? but they can move cursors now with the help of Elon Musk's creation. So yeah, it's like, you know, this technology in its infancy. And when we look at the aliens, maybe it's something that we can see we're gonna reach one day, right? We're gonna have one day, maybe. Yeah, it could be applied to entire vehicle, but yeah, on a larger scale, right? If it's like, for example, we made some the device that can transport us within space and time within, I mean, milliseconds, right? First of all, we'll be able to transport only like threads of hair, and then when the mass increases, right, with the more data and knowledge, we'll be able to maybe transport people, right, human beings and whatever. So here as well, right, if we have this sort of technology to allow people who cannot either speak or move, right, use computing, move the cursor, whatever, with the help of Neuralink, it may grow into what he's considering here, right? Be able to move the entire vehicle just with your thought. So he's talking about thought bubble. That the drones piloted remotely, controlled by thought. It's pretty good. That might be pretty legitimate. Consider the movement of the tic-tac above what is described by Fravor. Now consider how our eyes move when examining any object. They're darting all over the place. Wow, we're getting somewhere with this one. Let's also not forget that these things have been seen to be stationary at great heights, multiple hours, longer than any known. Yeah, they're just like the dude who is controlling, right? Remotely controlling. He's somewhere on the other planet. He's like, oh God, spilled coffee all over me. Oh God, where's my sandwich? Wait a second. Hold button. And the orb here on this planet is just like hanging there. Default. He's like, okay, where's my hamburger? Okay, there's my sandwich. There's my water. Now let's keep moving. Right, and then this thing starts moving. Oh, why not? Oh, that'll be fun. Let's see, the stationary. Yeah, so I'm coming around to the idea. There isn't a pilot inside the tic-tac. They're empty machines with the pilot observing from above, below, or in between. Ooh, in between interdimensions. They're entirely organic entities. I'm coming around to that idea as well right now. Either unmanned flying, remotely controlled, or entirely organic. Could be. It's not the fastest computer we know of. Are you talking about quantum computer or what? There's the brain is the latency between pulses of electrical activity, downtime between pulses, the recovery period of limits, and the number of pulses. What? No, that's not one. The clock rate CPU I'm writing this on is probably close to. Oh God. Really? Okay. That's a lot of maths here, and a lot of gigahertz, and like this word is scaring me. Okay, it's not scaring me, but it's like I'm not into this. I would recommend food. Okay. Maybe we'll go to like the topic of free will. I don't know. Let's jump in there. Bob Lazar said, okay, Joe Rogan podcast with Bob Lazar. I think everyone's seen it, right? You're basically separated from reality if you're inside the craft. That guy is... I'm not sure how much we could believe that, but that guy is super controversial. But at the same time, everyone states that he hasn't changed his story. He hasn't changed his narrative for many, many years, right? So... at the same time, some people debunk his story, saying that all the credentials that he poses were not real. That he's like he's got MIT engineering degree or something. That's not real. That he did some really criminal stuff in his adulthood when he was a young adult. I'm not sure. And but at the same time. So that's completely debunking his story, right? So discrediting everything he's saying. But at the same time, people are sure that it was done on purpose. So that whatever he says was completely discredited, right? It didn't have any credence to the story, to the narration he's trying to impart into the world, right? So I don't know, that's a really smart scheme out there. Okay, so we went into... Oh, there's some more. Yeah, you see, so he's a fraud, someone thinks he's a fraud, someone I'm torn on him as well, right? At some point, I believe. At the other point, no. But stories are full of holes. Some people say they're full of holes, some people not. They're not ready for that. Barely read about Bob Lazar, so that he had a couple documentaries on Netflix, me too. Stuff he's saying why he's such a fraud is because of his credentials that he states that is university education and all that, but some people find out that he didn't, but he says he had it. So there's a slew of stuff out there thrown into the public for us to dig through. But I don't know, maybe like his credentials and his past history was all modeled for the purpose of for people to disregard his story. Don't know, maybe, but it's way too complicated for that. Space-time is flexible, absolutely. Explode Interstellar. Okay, my favorite moment is not the black hole moment. My favorite moment is that when they land on the planet, they spend there 4 minutes, and the guy up there spend there 20 or 40 years, right? Oh god, yeah. But that was extremely fact-checked. Yes, that's physics. That's clear physics in there. So 4 dimensions time, and that is relative to the observer. If I stood in front of you and then walked 10 meters away without time to you, I would have disappeared and reappeared, subtly giving you the impression of moving fast. That's all connected with light, actually. TikTok is blink rapidly over 60 miles an instant. Okay, there's something about our probes have noticeable lag. Yeah, okay, speed of light, so I think it's unlikely. Okay. What the stories can be. There are still Earth and humans based within 2025 science. It's just the birth of the technology age. Get the chance to know a super advanced species from a different galaxy. Our ideas and theories won't even be close. That's a really good point. Like trying to bring how an iPhone will work on to Emperor Henry II 1021 and 1,000 times more complex, of course, than that, since now we're dealing with another species from another star system with most likely completely different set of rules. Oh my god, that's written so nicely here. Yeah, the basis is absolutely true. Those years, yeah, yeah, we're talking from the perspective of now. Only from the perspective of now, because not about the past, about the future. It all looks so ridiculous, to be honest. Okay, gravity propulsion or gravity propulsion, dimensional travel. Okay, massive. Oh no, jeez, that's too detailed for me. Okay, I like detailed, but probably not that detailed. I think they calculated it out and came up with what? Oh yeah, I'm like, how they calculate speed based on the video? Well, apparently that's easily done, but wow, that's cool. Hello DARPA, US Army, railguns, skip clocked, what? Okay, DARPA is everywhere. Okay, there's a lot of talk here. Warp in space of time. Yes, wormholes. It's all about wormholes. Well, okay, warp in space of time technically could be a wormhole, but okay. So, not made by human hands. A lot of stuff here. Okay, guys, I think we're coming close to 3 hours, and it's time to wrap up. It was super cool and fun, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. So anyway, have a good one. Stay tuned, and yeah, I'm just trying to say bye to everyone, but I mean, yeah, whoever is watching or was watching, have a good one. The truth is out there, right? Shout out to X-Files. Okay, so school then done.